So we're low on power and running out of it quickly. So I get to hunt for uranium. Enjoy. Well, folks, hope you are all doing well.
Yeah, squats.
We are returning to Paradiso, as per usual. Last time, we discovered we have no more uranium, so we are without power. Well, not without power, but very low on power. And it's all Skoka's fault.
Jumping jack. Let's gotta take off my headphones. Hold on.
Yeah, I said that so she couldn't hear me. Yeah. I timed it well.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10.
She's having a great time over there, I can tell. Absolutely great time.
Whew. Right. Now that my heart rate is significantly elevated from all this excitement.
Significantly elevated.
Significantly elevated. All this excitement.
Eddie-san 2019. Hello, welcome. Hope you are well.
Welcome.
We are going to try and find some uranium today. Yes, that's the plan. So what I think I'm going to do is now that I'm out of my cryopod, you're hiding still. I'm going to
working out. Ooh, there we go.
Oh, that's what I was going to check too. Oh yeah, sim speed's down to 0.5.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I thought you said you were going to put this into a new...
I never did that. I never did that. So what I need to do is while I'm here, let me look through the end of the list.
Great way to kick off the stream. So much excitement.
Just gonna remove some things.
Remove some things. Well, how is everyone doing today? How is your Sunday or Monday?
Well, you know, just having a great time.
Having a great time?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You weren't having a great time this morning.
No. It's because Skoka decided that, you know...
I figured you'd want to tell everybody
my
about my
bacon
failure.
This morning was not important. And I'm very disappointed in her. She's just being so mean today, team.
So mean? Got home from work after 14 hours? Ooh, that's a long shift.
Yep.
Eh? You're hungover, Mr. Schreiber? Shock.
Yes.
And awe.
We
everyone.
are very surprised at
Whoa!
this. Very surprised.
Schreiber's hungover? On the weekend? Gosh.
I cannot believe it. I just cannot.
Believe it. To be
I
fair,
cannot believe it.
there was bacon for breakfast, just not as many pieces as Final is used to having.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I had forgotten that we needed more bacon, so he only got 2 pieces of bacon this morning.
I am still very disappointed. I am very disappointed.
Very disappointed.
Continuously.
I know. Normally you get a lot more pieces of bacon, but this is good. It's good for your arteries.
I
less bacon.
don't know. I don't know about that. Well, I think that's a lie.
Right? Luke? This is why he's kind of grumpy today.
Yep.
He didn't get enough bacon.
Justifiably so. Thank you very much.
I make a full breakfast for you, and I get in trouble for not providing enough bacon.
Thank you, Freaky. I appreciate that. That's very supportive of you.
You may be around to provide a shoulder to cry on at the end of March? Really? Really?
She's very excited.
That'd be fun.
See?
I gotta mentally prepare for that hangover. I gotta start preparing now.
You gotta start preparing right now.
Oh my gosh, it was the worst after the last time. I nearly died.
It was great. It was pretty fun.
Awful.
Yeah. Skoka was really having a rough go.
Oh, hungover. Ah!
That's a fun.
A man and his bacon is a touchy thing. Apparently so, Mr. Tin Man. Bacon is not the bad thing for your arteries, it's the fat content. Well, that's fair. 2 pieces. Normally he gets 5 pieces of bacon on Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Where
only
were
got
they
2.
today? Where were they today? Hmm? So much trouble. So much trouble.
Much trouble.
Let's go back over here.
Okay, so we have to deal with still more holes in the ship. And these are still on fire.
Everything's still on fire.
If you cook it down well enough, there is less fat. That is true. Still. Nothing happened last time, Freaky? Are you sure?
Clean up list, no power. Player distance greater.
Not had a gram of alcohol in years, Addy-san? I mean, congrats or not congrats? I don't know.
Bunch of grids. Okay.
Failed to go grocery shopping. I did go grocery shopping, and I
You did.
forgot to get more bacon.
She did.
Got everything else, but I forgot. But still the thruster components in the fusion coil.
See if that helped. Did that help?
I don't know.
Reaver Berserker
Reaver
spectrum target.
Berserker.
Deleted 162 grids and still
It's still rough.
0.5 sim speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, inflation's
And hello,
been
Roman.
pretty bad, Roman.
Welcome.
Jeez. Hello, Ra. How are you?
Yes. Yes, so I... Oh yeah, you're really slow. So I admit my failing to you all for not remembering to purchase the bacon.
Yeah, it's I'm quite broken up about it, to be honest.
We all know.
Very damaged space station. We can remove that. Oh, okay, fine. Yeah, all right.
We're looking more patched up, which is good.
Still having a great time with a 0.5 sim speed.
Whoop. Whoop, yo.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's a single grid. It's gotta be. I'm checking all the ones with high speeds.
That you're gonna make some bacon later today, Mr. Tan Man? There we go. You'll have to put it in the Discord. You make Final jealous.
I'm gonna be very jealous. How many blocks is this? Blocks count 3. Remove. Move.
Superconductor. Whoa.
Move.
Maybe I'll just wait until you're...
Oh, you're yo-yoing because I'm
I'm
probably doing updates.
Yeah, flinging about. I'll
Yeah.
just wait.
I'm guessing it's probably a reaver that's embedded into something. Fortunately, the cleanup commands are really not that helpful sometimes. I don't have any particularly game or TV show inspired ships, Roman. We tend to build rather...
We tend to make bricks.
We tend to make bricks, yes. We tend to build rather organic bricks.
Organic bricks.
Homegrown.
Non-GMO.
Non-GMO. Mostly because we build to suit the situation we're in, which is not dying. Or trying not to die.
We don't really play Space Engineers in creative. We play pretty much exclusively in survival. With a lot of, creepy sounding things. So we build for speed and survival, not looks, most of the time.
So there's a number of folks that we know who make ships. For instance, Alien, who is somewhere nearby. Okay, what is that?
Gosh, not sound again.
That
you
is
missed the end of last stream?
There's all I can see in the background over here is there's this debris field.
Tequila! Everybody drink. Water is fine. What happened to make this all on fire? So, this was a few streams ago. Launched the ship. So we'd been on a very inhospitable planet for close to a year, actually. Finally launched, and then upon making it out of gravity, attacked instantly by enemies. And we have just been trying to recover since.
Yep, that's pretty much what we do. All I'm seeing is this, like, collection of debris. Yeah, something around our base firing of things.
Oh, a Xeno. Thank you so much, Mr. Kid.
All right.
You just got lots of channel points to burn today.
Yeah, the weapon replacer does do some weird things.
I know some of y'all, like, spend the channel points immediately, and then some of you save them all up for days in which I then have to do a lot of workouts.
There's a lot of these LECC hammers.
Water is bad, Mr. Triba? I feel it might help with your hangover, though.
I mean, it probably would.
That or some carbohydrates, maybe? I don't know. Everybody has a different...
I wonder what happens if I remove
has a different hangover method. Yeah, it's very slow. I'm like holding down the key.
Yeah. Game paused. Connection problem. Just deleted a bunch of grids.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. Newsfeed says it's 1.0.
Wow. That's good. Great.
Roman, that's Skoka, who I've linked in the channel in the stream title.
That's me.
She is the other human. Oh, interesting. It was all of the LECC hammers. That was what was causing all her issue.
Those were the problemas?
Yep.
We're still a little slow, but much better.
Yeah. Well, I think we're still updating. Let's see how it
cool.
goes. But Sim 1.0. Yeah. So all of the LECC hammers are all spinning stations. So they all have a rotor in them that spins the grid.
Never drink pure water, says Freaky. I do recall that the few times we have met. You drank more alcohol than Final and I, for sure. Had zero water.
Yep, Roman, she's streaming too.
I am.
Okay. I'm gonna float down to the hangar.
Oh, thank you so much for your subscription, Jared. Welcome. Very much appreciate it. My very first subscriber.
Yes. Cheated the system.
Cheated the system. I like to bring it up so that Final is mad about it every time.
Every time, yeah.
Hello, Rev. Welcome. How are you today?
Do I have... What have I got on me?
You're gonna stick with straight vodka and whiskey, Shiba? Okay. Tin Man's gonna have rum.
Sure, this is gonna go well for everyone. I'm gonna run downstairs, run down to the hangar, go get in the ship, and probably go get some gold.
Go get some gold. Super. Oh, we have superconductors. Okay. Great.
I'll probably have a lot of them.
We have 157.
Well, that's better than nothing.
Yeah, but then I can fix a gun.
Wow. Okay. Let's go and open these doors.
Thank you for following, Roman. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Final has every right to be angry at you not having a life and subbing first. It was just truly hilarious. I will never forget it.
Okay. I'll have to go get some gold.
Okay. We're on metal grids, it looks like. So if you are new, streams by Final and myself, typically, Final does most of the space engineering. And I do most of the talking. So depending on what you want your stream experience to be.
Yes.
If you want to watch some space engineering happen, you should probably watch Final's view. If you just want to chat, you should probably hang out over here.
A little bit of streaming lag today.
Yeah.
I mean, all the great updates I just did probably didn't help.
No. But it is smoother for sure.
Yeah, I think I need to blacklist the LECC hammers. Don't cause trouble. There's some combat going on. Where are...
Yeah, that's me. That's me, Roman. The worst spouse ever. Apparently.
Gold. Okay, so I'm gonna go get some gold.
Hey, Olo, welcome. How are you feeling today?
Alright, go get some gold. Hopefully survive the trip. And
yeah. We'll see.
See if I can spot any more rocks that I can make useful.
Yeah. Perfect. Rumors you're gonna have Saturdays off, Shiba. Nice. You'll be drinking Fridays, hungover Saturdays, and alcohol-free Sunday.
Right. So.
Okay. In theory.
In theory. That's quite
theory.
It's quite the rumor, Shiba. Is there any substance to that rumor? It's quite the change for you.
Yeah. How long before we get a wall of trivia today? I don't know. I feel like Freaky spent a lot of his channel points.
I think it's true. I think it's true.
I also capped the trivia at 30 questions per stream because I don't think we can get through more of them. So I've put a limit on how many trivia questions you can redeem. Just because I don't want to not have enough time to go through all the trivia questions.
Yeah, that's definitely some combat going on over there.
Well, thank you, Rev. I can space engineers and watch the chat at the same time.
Yeah,
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
You're getting you're gonna have to get a screen reader to do the questions.
I'm gonna have to get a screen. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a bot to read the trivia. Yeah. So we're just a trivia stream with a hint of space engineers.
Apparently so.
And it's nice to meet you as well, Roman. Thanks for joining us.
Last time we did trivia for 3 hours.
We did trivia for like 3 hours.
Yes. Yes, we did.
Oh, okay. What is this? A wait, are you done? Are you all done? I'm sure Shiba's got a lot of channel points to burn.
Mm-hmm.
And I see a hydrate in there. Thank you, Rev. Oh, energy low. We'll just spend a stream in the cryotube reading trivia.
Demon Moy, thank you for the screamer. You know, I really wonder. There's a rock here that I passed that had a magnesium signal and a question mark. Because I couldn't figure out what the other signal was.
Yeah.
It might be uranium.
Might be uranium. That would be nice. Stay in the safety of the cryotube. And hello, Andy.
We'll go for a look.
Welcome in. How are you today? Oh gosh.
Glad you like the screamer.
Shiba. The screamer, thank you. Okay. Alright.
Eddie.
This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Trivia.
Look at you. Space Invaders can be pretty fun. It is not without its technical issues, but it is fun. Especially when you mod the living daylight out of it. It's pretty nuts.
Yeah.
And now you're up to 15.
15, alright.
Are you looking at the rewards request queue? I think it does something up for you.
So even 15. You're staying out this stream of the trivia? That's fair, Mr. Tin Man. Yeah, it's a hot tube stream. Alright.
Wow.
Alright, does anyone want to request a page number from between 7 and 460 something? 465.
Hello, Lucas. Yes, it is Game Show Night on Skoku's channel. Merciless excavators? What?
It seems that every Space Engineer Sunday is now Game Show Day. How are you today, Lucas? Welcome.
That's the Merc station, maybe?
Yes, Jared had noticed the @ in the channel title. So that's a new feature on Twitch. So if you're streaming with somebody, you can @ their channel, and directly from the stream title, you can click on that and go to the other person's channel or follow them.
Yeah, you can do that. Okay. Let's go here. Let's go to the ore detector. Increase the range because it always resets for some reason. And let's go see. Is there
any other page number requests? I find it more fun. Then we have no idea what we're getting. 69, always 69. It is a fan favorite.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Noise. Cool. How was Lucas, by the way?
Otherwise, we'll just fall back on everyone's favorite World War II trivia.
I think that's your favorite.
No.
Starting to think it really is your favorite.
No. My voice is such a calming effect, Mr. Tin Man. I've never heard that.
Yeah, I would go with.
I've never been told that my voice is calming.
Yeah, the
Finals is much more calming.
The panicked gremlin over there. That's definitely calming.
I am gonna take that comment.
Yeah. Or is it? Or,
oh, the 90s music. Yeah, we can go find the 90s music trivia.
I was pretty sure. Oh, no, it was Chaos Goblin. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah. It was like a perky chaos engine.
Yes, something like that.
Somebody who came to one of the streams said that I was a perky chaos engine. I was like, well, I need to change the channel name now.
Yet you didn't.
Oh,
hello,
so
Candor.
funny. Candor! Thank you so much for your subscription.
Lucas is tired, but
Welcome
good.
in.
That's good.
How are you this evening? And you're just in time. We have 15 trivia questions to get through.
All of
and
them.
The first category is Civil Wars.
Oh, look at you.
It's so funny. The whole, almost entirely filled the history section is just questions about random wars.
I'm sure we'll find the answer to all of those soon.
Oh, no. Oh,
Freaking...
that one's so bad. Ah! Oh, gosh.
What was your favorite?
No, that one is not good.
You don't like that one?
Thank you so much, Candor. Through gritted teeth. Just been murdering some blood wolves.
Skullka loves that.
Now you're murdering my peace and quiet. Perfect.
Yeah, I mean, what peace and quiet? Where are... I don't even find the magnesium that's out here.
All right,
There's a
Civil
signal
Wars.
for something else here, but I can't find it.
Question. Who led the parliamentarian forces during the English Civil War?
Which
Who led
one?
the parliamentarian forces during the English Civil War? That is all I've got.
That's really not helpful.
That's all I've got.
All right.
Did the government lead it?
Did the...
Because it's
Oy.
parliament.
Wow. Wow. Okay. All right. I'm going to give up on searching this asteroid rock because there's nothing here.
Nothing there. Okay, where was
Very
I?
annoying.
I can briefly weld something before we continue on with trivia.
Right.
It was Santa. Oh, that's it.
All right. Where am I going? Where's the gold I was going for?
Okay, what do you need? Oh, it needs a whole bunch of stuff.
Give up on this freaking cluster of broken rocks.
This is looking a little rough over here.
You're looking a little rough over there.
Oh, I wasn't talking about you.
Sure.
But thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It's so nice of you. Meteor. Storm.
Charles de Gaulle. Almost spoiling to start another war.
If you would like another one. Okay, what is this? Quiz 17. Who led the parliamentarian forces during the English Civil War? The book says the answer is Oliver Cromwell. We are so surprised that Candor got it correct.
Yes, we are. We're very surprised.
You don't have the head today for trivia, but you requested so many questions, Shaiba. Okay, next page.
Just wanted a trivia stream.
45. Y'all just want to listen to me talk. That's fine.
Yeah, but if you're talking.
Oh my
you're not,
gosh. Okay, y'all are on a Civil War bend because
Oh,
this
God.
one is the American Civil War.
Oh,
It's
no.
Page 45.
It's gonna go well.
All
have to
right.
start
let's
spinning the wheel.
Start spinning the wheel for various war questions.
Mm-hmm.
All right. American Civil War. The highest number of casualties during one battle was nearly 24,000. What was the battle? Highest number of casualties during one battle was nearly 24,000. What was the battle?
a battle.
The ship looks insane. It's a very large ship.
It's a battle brick right now. It is.
A battle brick. It's the style that Final builds in.
It is. That's what I do.
You build battle bricks.
I do build battle bricks.
Your favorite.
Though
Maybe
the
we'll
flagship
see
we
the steel
built
plate.
on Sonora was not really a battle brick. The tank
Cookie
was.
Monster?
Well, Cookie Monster was definitely a battle brick.
I love Leningrad. Black Friday, all you can eat buffet. Best Buy on Black Friday.
Yeah, that could be. I've ever heard an allegory for Civil War. Might be it.
Grunwald? Alamo, first day. I don't know.
Drilling.
I did not learn much about the American Civil War in school.
We didn't.
Final and I are in Canada, for those who are not aware. Which is why we don't know very much.
So we can tell you
American
a lot.
history.
We can tell you a lot about the Red River Rebellion.
Okay, what is this quiz 39?
I can't actually tell you a lot.
The highest
about the Red
number
River
of
Rebellion.
casualties during one battle was nearly 24,000. What was that battle? The American Civil War. The book says the answer, the Battle of Shiloh, I think is how you pronounce that. Shiloh.
Yeah, Shiloh. Yeah.
Lincoln the Vampire Slayer. That would be fun if there were vampires.
Lincoln the Vampire Slayer. There was a terrible movie about that.
Okay. All right. Next was page 56. What is page 56? Space race.
Yes, Roman. We are both from Canada. Yep.
Yeah, so it was specifically the American Civil War. Okay, we're all confused.
Yeah.
Shiloh. The Battle of Shiloh. Okay, this category, space race.
Oh no.
Very on brand. Space engineers. Question: who was the second man on the moon? Who was the second man on the moon?
It's very heavy.
I need to find something that needs steel plates.
THIE station.
Olo is playing wrong answers only trivia.
Yes.
Which is my favorite trivia.
That's appropriate. What is in that station?
Military plate. Okay.
What is...
You probably need some steel plates. Aha.
Ice? Yeah, I think there's ice
Hello
in that
there,
station.
Alchemy. Welcome.
Interesting.
How are you today? Not Buzz? It was Buzz? Not Buzz. Who knows?
Buzz? Not Buzz? No Buzz?
Buzz or not Buzz?
Who has... Oh, Shiva still has a Buzz.
But still has a Buzz.
That's us
You're
over there.
here. Excellent. Attendance is working well.
Come on. Turn the ship. Turn the ship. Hey, I'm gonna go drop this off.
We'll charge, and then while we're charging, we can get the answer to the trivia question.
Cool. Alright. Floating my way back
It
to...
was nearly
Base.
final, but he was shot down in orbit, says Cantor. Didn't quite make it to the
Technically
moon.
not incorrect.
Oh my goodness. Okay, where's the answer on page 472? Quiz 49. Okay, space race. Who was the second man on the moon? The book says the answer is Buzz Aldrin.
Oh, Buzz.
Bzz. Okay.
That's a rock down there or not?
Next, the requested, page 69. Nice.
Nice.
What do we think the category is psychology.
Oh, good.
That's fun. Okay, which psychologist proposed the idea of the intelligence quotient, or IQ? Which psychologist proposed the idea of the intelligence quotient, or IQ?
That's not anything useful. That's more iron, maybe.
Really? The trivia books will often try to make you guess, like, people, dates, places, like stuff where there's more of a concrete answer.
I can definitely do that when we get back. I can do that.
Do a tour? I mean, I can do a tour right now.
Yeah, but in between all of your trivia questions.
Between all my trivia questions. We'll first have some more food and water.
I can give you a tour of the ship that I'm in now. Here's the ship. That's the entire tour.
Did you like it?
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Bravo! Applause!
Those are the drills. And this is, and
Good
technically the pointy end. And that's the flamey end.
The flamey end is at the bottom.
Yep. Pointy end up, flamey end down.
Yeah. Have a ration or two to get us going. Tour. Okay, we can do a tour. You can all make your way over to this channel.
Yes, go visit Skoka. She'll give you a tour.
Start the tour momentarily.
Tour guide Skoka. And we're walking.
And we're walking. All right, we'll answer this trivia question. Which psychologist proposed the idea of the intelligence quotient, or IQ? 10 quiz 62. Apparently William Stern.
Wow.
Oh, everyone was very close.
Very close, yes.
Very close.
Why do we have 3 strong unknown signals? That's a little
Because
weird.
why not? Oh, here we go. Page 84 is next. With the category, the development of medicine.
Oh, good.
We all know a lot about that.
Oh, Winter. Thank you for the screamer.
The development of medicines. Okay, what can I find that's not, like, really gross?
Hello, Scarlet.
Here we go. Question. What event in 1858 prompted the building of a new sewer system for London? What event in 1858 prompted the building of a new sewer system for London?
The screamer is terrifying, Kander. I can totally understand.
It is terrifying. Okay, everybody who is coming along on the tour is here.
Well, you have some answers in my chat. You gotta read both chats.
Yes. I do look at both chats, but it's been quiet in yours.
I know.
Helmet is important.
Yeah, you might want to turn on the helmet. Oh no, is the ship out of oxygen again? I bet you the ship's out of oxygen again.
Probably.
Because it says that room's depressurized.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Fun time.
Great.
I have my guide flag. I have my hat. Does everybody have their colored ball cap denoting that they are here for the tour?
Guess I'm gonna have to get some ice.
It's almost looking like we need multiple miners. Okay,
Well,
so firstly, we have the brick.
We had multiple miners until they got blown to pieces.
Correct? This is space engineers. Nobody said there was a test. Hello, Code. We're just doing our trivia stream.
Yes, Muskoka gets a large number of trivia requests.
It's become a bit of a joke now.
Yes.
That everybody redeems as many trivia questions as possible. Okay, so this is almost the top of the ship. We have to go up one level. The ladders sometimes work. Unclear.
Yes. Ladders and space engineers have a
We'll just
story
climb
history.
a whole bunch, and then hopefully we've made it. Should be fine. Oh, no! Not the reverse! Ow! No, 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 no!
Right.
Thank you, Helios.
Where's
Thank
the parking
you so
hole?
much.
Where is the parking hole?
You've lost your tour buddy. Does everybody have their snacks and their buddy? Let me put these steel plates in here.
There's the parking hole.
So this light is the bridge. It got shot off.
Yes.
Once we made it to space, so very minimal decor at the moment.
Yes, we were escaping, and the bridge took a railgun through my seat.
Yes, so that was super effective.
Yeah.
So that's the bridge. The ladder going downstairs works. Roof was on fire, it's true. This is living quarters, assemblers, food production. And survival kit.
Okay.
Again, very sparsely decorated. We don't have time for decor.
We do not. Do not have time.
Okay, let's see. Oh, we're actually climbing. Excellent.
There's stuff in my connector? What? Why is there stuff in the connector?
Yes. Yes, alchemy reavers are very effective with the railguns destroying us. So this is like a little kind of like lookout area almost onto
this and this.
the hangar. And there's final.
Hi.
We had more than one ship, but they got blown up.
Yep.
So here we are.
We were actually supposed to pick up ships at the Platinum base. That didn't work.
And we will pause the tour to read the answer to the trivia question.
The oxygen tank is 50% full. So,
Okay, what event in 1858 prompted the building of a new sewer system in London? The what is this? Quiz 77.
interesting.
Oh, this one has actually given like more of an answer. A hot summer's great stink caused by untreated sewage in the river.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That was the Thames, wasn't it?
I think so. Candor got it, of course. Okay, suggest some more page numbers for me.
All right. I've dropped off the stuff. I've picked up my bits. I am off to find more things.
Yeah, and I saw Andy you had redeemed another trivia question, so I've added it down to the list.
Enjoy the gold. Okay, where am I gonna go now?
Oh, here we go. The next page besides the development of medicine is internet and IT pioneers. So let's do one of
Wow.
these.
Exciting. Fully visible. Okay, they're all there.
Okay. Question. What was the American 1970s satellite network called? What was the American 1970s satellite network called? You don't know this one off the top of your head, Final?
No,
What?
I do not. I do not.
And hello, Scarlett. How are you doing today?
Steve Jobs. Wall snack.
Star Wars! Okay, was it this? I don't remember which one. Nope. This one is the one I
So
have
how
to
is
use.
winter today?
Yes, welcome, Winter.
So spotting rocks on this side is going to be hard. There's a station.
Okay. And here we have the next floor, which is the hangar, which has
Where-
docking on floor and ceiling, which are, you know, different depending on where you are.
Mhm.
This is also where the big cargo containers are, one of which we lost in our great space battle, so I've started to awkwardly armor them. Not pretty, but it works. Then,
What is that?
oh, it appears to not be working.
No. That does not have what I want. Looks like I might have nickel, though.
Oh. Does not appear to be working.
Which? Oh, the ladders.
Yeah. And I. Oh, it doesn't want. Ooh.
More search ships.
Okay, we're gonna try. We're making it slowly. I like thread the needle.
You can. You could also just go out the. Well, I guess you can't go outside.
No,
for
because I
that
can't
deck.
get to the deck. There. Okay. Here
Anything.
we have some production.
Any rocks. Any rocks of any kind. Anybody.
Oh, I was also gonna build more batteries because we don't have uranium. But
We have lots of
and my
batteries
charging
right now.
chair. A lot of them have their own welders to fix them. You're well, Scarlett? Got back from Dave and Buster's with Sam, one of your buddies, his kids. That sounds fun. A dad and kids day. Hello, Demon. Welcome. Okay, question. What was the
Kingdom for an
American
asteroid.
1970s satellite network called? What's this question? H.
Where is this freaking rock?
Book says the answer is SATNET. SATNET.
Well then.
Well then,
Hmm.
we all learned something new.
Apparently so.
Okay, what was the next one? 42. Page 42. What do we got? Category is travel in days gone by.
Oh, good.
Oh no, an abomination. That's not good. Oh. Uh-oh. Hold on. Hold on. Shooting. The shooting close by.
You having a good time over there?
No? Okay, it's not close by.
There was some combat going on over there.
There was some combat going on. Well, we have one more floor to get through in the tour. The fragmented tour.
Spotting rocks out here is very difficult.
But as you can tell, it's a large ship. Oh, I think that's from the thrusters, but we have the hydrogen tanks, oxygen. And then underneath is the thrusters, which are on fire.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And that's it.
Oh, look, another frock hammer.
Everything is on fire. Here we go. Ah, welcome, Salty. I believe that was Mr. Tinman.
Yes. That would have been
Gifted 21 subs, very on brand.
Yes.
For the channel. Very much appreciated. Okay. And then we will snake our way up. This was the one that was broken. Ooh. There we go.
I'm pretty sure I fixed all those ladders, to be perfectly honest.
We'll stand here for a minute. Sure. Completed. You're very welcome, Roman. Glad you enjoyed. Okay. Trivia question. The next one. Travel in days gone by. Oh, final. We have a train question.
Oh.
There's a train question. You ready?
A choo-choo train question?
Final likes trains. The first steam railway to carry passengers in 1830 linked Liverpool to which destination?
Ooh, good question.
The first steam railway to carry passengers in 1830 linked Liverpool to which destination? You know that Final's enjoying it. He's like, oh yeah, that's a good question.
I found one rock. Took me
One rock.
almost 70 kilometers, and I found one rock.
Very nice mood lighting, right? All of the fires. Oh yes, that's why I'm floating uncontrollably. Jetpack. On.
Hey, you have a jetpack.
I have a jetpack, and then we got the space brick.
Mm-hmm. It's an armed space brick.
There's a lot of guns.
Can you check the batteries to see how much power they have left?
Mm-hmm. We have a lot of batteries.
We do. Just check one of them and see what the time left is.
Fully depleted in 8 hours?
Okay.
We got some time.
You know, I was going to ask the same question, Code.
I know, my job is repairing. And then everyone redeems trivia questions. And then I'm very bad at repairing. Alright. Manchester,
Just blaming the audience.
London were the suggestions. Do you have a guess, Final?
No.
No? The first steam railway to carry passengers in 1830 linked Liverpool to which destination? What's this quiz 36? Manchester.
Yeah.
Scarlet! Nailed it.
Industrial cities. So it made sense to
Next
move freight.
recommendation 123. Ah, here we go. Marvel Comics.
Skippy. rock hammer again. Remove. Blacklist the rock hammers.
Some of these questions are a little bit too easy.
Oh no.
Who is Thor? We're not going to do that one.
Oh.
Okay, Marvel Comics question. In which year did the Savage She-Hulk first appear in print? In which year did the Savage She-Hulk first appear in print?
Ore detector. Did that. That's good. Okay.
And on page 481.
Well, this rock has got a hole in it big enough to hide the ship, I think.
Okay. Now I will be repairing the space brick, everyone.
Yeah, get back to your job,
Get back to work, eh?
Come on. You loser.
You loser.
I am not picking up anything with the ore detector.
That seems like a you problem. What was your task? These all need metal grids. They're all crumpled. What would require a steel plate?
Odd deformation?
$1953. I mean, that seems like a good... I don't know for how long She-Hulk has been in the Marvel universe.
You know?
If Thor's hammer falls off something due to gravity, does that mean gravity is worthy? Probably. Probably. Okay, question. Winter. In which year did the Savage She-Hulk first appear in print in Marvel Comics? Did you just say you hoser? Yes.
Yes, we did.
Is that like a term that anyone who is not in Canada uses?
Probably not.
I think it's just a Canadianism.
Yeah. Okay. Where is this freaking ore?
Thinking it's around the 80s, right?
Cobalt.
Let's find out.
Cobalt in this rock.
Question was that? Number 10. Okay, in which year did the Savage She-Hulk first appear in print? The book says the answer is 1980. Exactly.
Okay,
1980. Here we go.
Okay, well, we know there's cobalt here somewhere, so. Moving on to the next rock. If I can find one. It's a moon.
Okay. Does anyone have any other age number suggestions? Or shall I start flipping randomly? Is hose teaser from the movie Grown Ups a real phrase? We use hoser. I don't know, like, what would be another term that you would use for hoser?
Ooh.
It's an insult.
Yeah, it's an insult. It's like hoser's kind of like, I mean, you could kind of use loser, but it's not really.
Yeah, kind of like you loser. You moron.
Yeah.
I have no idea where that originated from. But I've always known it as an insult.
I'd have
Like
to.
you would say it to other kids at school.
Yeah. And of course, we would probably not really know what the original where it really came
No.
from.
did I answer? It was 1980 alchemy for that one. What is the max number of pages in the book? 465. But Olo has suggested 33, so we'll go there next.
According to Wikipedia.
Just the Wikipedia in it. All right, I will get that for you, Scarlet.
Yeah, so it was supposedly originally like loser kind of thing, and usually referred to ice hockey resurfacers and stuff like that. But then it would also be like
it all goes back to hockey.
It always goes back to hockey. But also goes back to like you're a drunk hick kind of thing.
You're a drunk hick. That is a very Canadian insult.
Yeah.
Drinking one too many Molsons.
Yep.
The lyric now sounds good, alchemy. Okay, we'll charge. Page 33. Sea battles.
Sea battles. Oh,
Sea battles.
you just
We
got
might have to
Candace's
spend
attention.
some time on this one. I feel there might be some interest from the audience.
Fleet Command would like to know your position. Aha! Ice and silicon.
Oh, there you go. Who invented the self-propelled torpedo? Question is, who invented the self-propelled torpedo?
I don't know.
People.
A human. John Torpedo.
John Torpedo. Or was it Jane Torpedo? Who knows?
Senor Torpedo. Philip and Torpedo III.
The Torpedo Brothers. It's true, Jared. The John guy can't be trusted.
It's true. It's true. Ooh, there's another rock. What's that? What does that say? Oh, that might be uranium.
That would be nice. Okay, how are we doing, actually, on... We have some military plate. Okay, so maybe once... Just... There's some guns. Oh, jeez. Wrong.
What'd you do?
Hit
What
the
did
wrong
you break?
keys. My oxygen. And then, how much military plate? I can actually carry a lot of military plate.
You can.
And then we will go around and fix guns.
I'm right, and this is uranium.
That's handy.
It's gonna be a long trip back.
Oh. Hey, Calgar, welcome. How are you today? Okay, trivia question. Sea battles. Who invented the self-propelled torpedo? We're unclear.
We are unclear.
Is that question
Oxygen.
3? Apparently, Robert Whitehead.
Cool, yeah, I would have got that.
Yep. Everybody knew that.
Yeah. I'm wondering why Candor didn't answer. He must have been distracted.
Right? I was like, oh, look, I found some World War questions related to sea battles. Shall I do another one of these?
It's probably in the midst of another sea battle.
Maybe.
Part of the same asteroid. Okay. Oh, there's another asteroid
question.
over here.
What powered U-boats when moving underwater during World War II? What powered U-boats when moving underwater during World War II?
There's a number of asteroids over here. Interesting.
Everybody got on their bicycle. Or their hamster wheel.
Oh, another frock hammer. Wonderful.
Batteries, diesel, pedal power.
Okay. What do we got? What do we got?
Well, that one needs a bunch of military plate.
There does not appear to be a hidey hole on this particular asteroid. A little bit unfortunate.
Because I'm searching in the kitchen. Can the kitchen make me some military plate?
No, it cannot. Oh, 82 meters uranium.
Woo!
Found it.
That's nice.
Okay.
Nuclear? Was it nuclear? I don't know.
What time period are we talking about for these submarines?
Question. Return to the question. What powered U-boats when moving underwater during World War II? World War the Second. This is page. Quiz.
World War II. The warning.
The warning. Electric Boogaloo. Okay, the book says the answer is electric batteries.
Yes. Yes, it was batteries. They would use diesel engines to charge the batteries when they were on the surface. Because if you ran the diesel engine under the surface, you would smoke out your crew and they would all die.
Ah, lovely.
Yeah.
All right. These seem to be popular, so let's do another one.
Can confirm have found uranium.
Yay! Okay, question. Again, in sea battles, what name was given to disguised armed ships that were used by the British against German U-boats in World War I? What name was given to disguised armed ships that were used by the British against German U-boats in World War I?
Cool. Okay. I have marked the uranium, and it is inside.
And it is marked.
This asteroid does have a hidey hole.
Ooh, this is Brokens. Yes, it's very broken.
There is a rather large hidey hole on this asteroid.
How about powers? How are we looking on powers?
Okay. I am on my way back. Mostly full of ice.
Okay.
It is a 70-kilometer trip.
Going well.
Yeah. I am wondering if we move the ship.
That's risky.
Particularly because we don't have a shield.
We don't have a shield.
Well, we
And
do have
I
a
hear
shield.
the reaver screams.
Yeah.
Are those... Oh, it's in-game. No. It was like, who did this? No, they're here.
Yeah, so I will trek back with the little amount of uranium that I have on me, because I was full of ice first. We might get a couple ingots out of this.
I need 10 of those?
And then we can decide if we want to risk it.
Computer, steel plate, and construction components.
are these? Hello, Pseudo.
Welcome, Pseudo. How are you today? Power cells.
There's more uranium?
What was it, like 20 of these?
Wait.
I think it was 25.
There's 3 clusters of asteroids over here.
Okay.
And
Fantastic.
getting readings of... Oh, stop.
You is problem?
There's a search ship inside one of those asteroid fields.
Awesome.
Yay.
Let's look it up then.
Silicon...
Question.
Okay, there's
What
actually
name
a
was
number of
given
things over here.
to disguised armed ships that were used by the British against German U-boats in World War I. 57.
Okay, I gotta
15.
get
Book
out
says
of
the
here.
answer is Q ships.
Gotta get out of here.
Render, thank you so much for following.
Go.
Welcome. How are you today? Okay, what was the other one? So Scarlett said to go to page 2nd from the last page.
Okay, here we go. On the coast. Back towards the ship.
Okay, the category is Who Am I? Okay, interesting. Oh, it's just like questions about famous people.
Cool.
Cool. Which writer said, "No man is an island"? Which writer said, "No man is an island"? You win! You win, Scarlett! And you provided us additional context, short for Queenstown in Ireland, where a lot of conversations took place. The famous Captain Obvious. Exactly. I am Skoka. Thank you for clearing that up for me. I was confused. The wreck that I have left here, supposedly for protection. I completely miss the door. There it is. There's the door. Hemingway? Gandhi? Jeopardy. We're answering trivia questions. So I have a channel point redemption option for trivia questions. And it seems to be a new tradition that everybody will redeem as many of them as possible. So we're working through 16 trivia questions.
Yes, because Skoka is supposed to be fixing the ship and then instead is answering trivia questions.
No! Reverse! Now I have to check if they're in the game or not. Calgar. Once again. Gosh. Can we just read the trivia questions for fun? For bragging rights? I don't really know.
Sounds sus.
Right? I mean, I suppose we could put effort into figuring out how to make it more something or other.
What, more fixed?
More, I don't know, because you can't like give away channel points for trivia. Like, I don't know how we would.
No, you would have to use a Streamlabs bot and use your own token currency to do it.
It seems like too much effort. Too many things.
Yeah. We
Too
did
many
look
points
at
of
that.
failure.
We did look at that, though.
We did look at it, and we're like, I don't think that's going to be great. So we just do it for fun.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be that hard to set up. I think. I'd have to look at it some more. We were talking about switching away from Streamlabs and going to Stream Elements a while back because Streamlabs is still kind of sketch.
Need a podcast where we just do trivia and talk about stuff? You're watching that right now.
Yeah. It's true. It's true. You get that, and you if you just watch the video I upload to YouTube, then you get.
It's true.
It's pretty much a podcast.
Oh, I don't have a button for your YouTube, but Final puts all of these video recordings up to YouTube because Twitch only allows you to keep them up for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, and mine and the ones on YouTube are 1440. So. And speaking of, we were talking about one day of putting your perspective on here, even though they just see the inside of a cryotube while you read the
yeah, they wouldn't really wouldn't really get a lot out of it.
No.
I don't think it's worth it. I've put a limit on how many trivia questions that can be redeemed per stream now.
Yeah.
After this has happened a few times. Like, oh no, I'm not going to be able to read them all in the length of time that we have for the stream. So we now have that.
Yes.
I think this was the crumply side.
30 clicks. The deck where the cryotubes are is depressurized for some reason, and it's not. Unless if you removed something or
I
grinded
can go
something
look
away,
into it.
or maybe a door's open somewhere.
Mm-hmm. You can inspect what might be broken.
I am 30 kilometers away.
Read. Question was, which writer said no man is an island? 522. Quiz. Answer John Donne.
Oh, so it wasn't an Enra's
So
answer
we all
of
got
Captain
that.
Obvious.
Captain Obvious was not the correct answer.
I'm sorry, Enra.
Oh, a reaver has detected a potential target.
Better not be me.
Who am I? Oh my gosh. Who was Henry VIII's sixth wife?
So many numbers.
For fun.
So
Who
many
was
numbers.
Henry VIII's sixth wife? Wife number 6 for Henry VIII. Who was that?
What's her name?
What is her name? You're close. Close, Render. Yeah. Almost. It was almost Gandhi.
Almost.
It was almost.
Come on. 22 kilometers.
Where is going farther
man.
away? Yeah, okay. Alright, so something is busted.
Jane Fonda.
Jane Fonda. She's not that old.
You wouldn't know it these days.
Wouldn't know it. She's had some help.
Yeah.
I love Jane Fonda. Betty White. Ah. Betty White is fantastic.
Catherine. It's very specific, Pseudo. Like you might need.
Probably. That was a popular name.
Oh, didn't we figure it out recently that it's supposed to be German?
I don't know.
I know that one from a classic album, The Six Wives of Henry VIII.
Oh, okay.
There's always a music reference with pseudo.
Always. You can learn a lot from music. Okay, I'm not seeing anything broken. Find the answer then, shall we? Who was Henry VIII's sixth wife? That one is very difficult to say. Answer, Catherine Parr. Olo got it.
Wow.
And Pseudo got the first name correct.
Yeah. Well, there's more than a little combat going on nearby.
Yeah, it's... River Carver is getting closer. Oh, and it's making creepy audio broadcasts.
Well, there's something firing large shells at something else.
I'm just watching the marker go by.
Yeah, it's the Carver. Carver's attacking something.
Okay.
Can't tell what it's attacking yet. Oh, there's a couple of things that are firing at each other over there.
All right, let's find another page. Category is energy. What name is given to stored energy? What name is given to stored energy?
Oh, it's a THIE Dragonfly drone and a compensator gunboat firing on the Carver.
You have a 50-50 shot if you guess Catherine. Did he marry 3 Catherines?
There goes the gunboat.
Stored energy. That. I mean, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Technically.
Yeah. Okay. So door that might be open and causing a disturbance. I don't know why it's depressurized, because all of these doors have been closed.
Okay.
I could swing around the outside and see.
Did you check the walls and stuff?
Yeah. It could be something that I can't reach from here.
Maybe.
Charge again before we go out.
Oh yeah, there's a whole whack of combat going on out there.
You want to say he married 2 Catherines?
Let's do this. And drink the water. Good. I can see where the ship is hiding based on the fiery glow of the inside of the asteroid.
This is the flaming asteroid.
From the dark side of the asteroid.
Nice.
It's really good because it helps me find the entrance to the cave.
Yeah. It's very helpful.
It is very helpful. There's a Reaver Invader out there, too. That's nice. It's coming right for us.
Right for us?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
It's straight for our rock. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Let's see if I can dock.
All right, what name is given to stored energy? Book says the answer is potential energy. With fat as a runner-up.
Wow, wow, wow. Wow, 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 wow.
All right, I'm just going to keep flipping to the next page. Back to Earth.
Okay. Docked.
There we go. Question. On average, Earth's magnetic field switches polarity how often? On average, Earth's magnetic field switches polarity how often? I don't know. Somebody might know.
Okay, so good news. We have a little bit of uranium and there's a little bit more ice.
Okay.
We're replenishing the engines. There is a Reaver Invader at 4.5 kilometers away. Oh yeah, the shield is down.
This might be it.
Enough power, maybe?
Can I get a big gap?
It's the way up. I'm gonna go upstairs. 6 times a day.
6 times a day.
Depends on if Mercury's in retrograde.
Never. Every 70 years. 6 times a day. We got a variety. Every 60 to 70 years. Right, that might fix the issue.
What did you find?
I find a broken block outside.
Oh, yeah, that might do it. I'm coming up to that deck now.
We probably need to fill that in.
And there we go. It says no.
Okay, that wasn't it then.
Let me use the leak finder. Fine. It says no leaks.
Lies.
Air vent not working.
Okay.
Okay.
What could be missing? Does it need to be piped?
I mean, it is piped. I can't add the... There's a couple of... Oh, no, hang on. They're not missing any components, that's why. There's 2 air vents on here. You don't know. Air system works. There is oxygen in the ship. I don't know. I don't know. It's it's space engineers, so who knows? See, this one also says it's not working. Methinks the
I get fired out of the airlock for failing to even look at the air vent. I looked at the air vents.
Methinks that something else is wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe like is in the grid needs a restart, or the ship needs a restart, or the server needs a restart. You know, you name it.
You name it. All right.
Speaking of, I'm gonna go up to the bridge. Check on the...
Is it 446? Okay. On average, Earth's magnetic field switches polarity how often? Okay, the book says the answer is every 500,000 years.
Oh, cool.
So every 500,000 years.
Cool. Cool. O2.
So effectively, never. All right, we'll give it to you, Scarlett. Your answer was the closest.
Oxygen tank. The oxygen tank has been filled.
Okay, question. Oh, this is the last one.
The one on the bridge isn't working either. Weird.
True, Scarlet. No one has been around to see it happen.
And the shields are working now.
All right, we'll stick with the planets. Which planets are known as the inferior planets? Inferior in quotations. Which planets are known as the inferior planets?
Reaver has detected a potential target.
Are we it?
No, I think it's going after the Lorn Boot V2.
Okay.
Yep, they're going straight for each other. That's fine.
We'll take it.
Okay. I'm going to do something that's a little dangerous.
What are you doing? Oh. Wow.
There's a Reaver Berserker. Okay, I will wait to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to wait for this. Maybe when there's no Reavers around, we should move to this other...
Is there ever going to be a point in which there are no Reavers around?
which makes me think maybe we should just go.
Oh, okay.
No, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should go get some more uranium, and then we move the
I
ship.
was like, I want to go. I want to go do something exciting.
I just checked that all of the uranium that we just made, just got all of the refined uranium went straight into the reactors and got used.
Yeah. Well, quite frankly, we're probably going to have to set up shop somewhere where there's uranium.
Well, we're gonna have to go mine the uranium deposit until there isn't any uranium left.
Mm-hmm.
I think the whole ship's grid needs to be power cycled. I'm not gonna do that while there's two hostile ships right next door.
Yeah, something's getting closer. Berserker is getting closer.
I don't think the Berserker can see us. It's very close, though.
Mm-hmm. Let's put these away just in case.
Where is the Berserker? There's the Berserker.
It's fighting.
Yeah, both the Berserker and the Reaver Invader are attacking the stop. You creeping on them?
I was trying to, but I was like, I don't want to get too close. I don't want them to see me.
There they are. Blasting each other.
Have fun.
What would be the perfect time to escape?
You think we're gonna make it in time?
No.
With two Reavers right there?
Not with this ship, but I'm gonna take the mining ship and go get more uranium.
Yeah, go do it. Okay, where was the door? There's the door.
Okay. Pop out. They're over there, so I'm gonna pop out the other side.
Well, it seems that nobody knows what the inferior planets are. Do you know what the inferior planets are? Take a guess.
I want to. Well, I've not really heard that term, so.
Yeah.
Okay, where's the uranium? Where is it?
I wonder why they are inferior. Pluto. Is it because it's no longer a planet? Maybe. Let's see. Which planets are known as inferior planets? Mercury and Venus. Olo! You got it!
Mercury and Venus.
I don't know why they're inferior.
Gotta do something to do with their names.
Oh. Are there orbits? Yeah, maybe.
I think of what about their orbits would do that, though. Mercury I would make sense for, but I don't understand why that would be for Venus. Oh, well, maybe. I guess. Someone's gonna have to Google that. Oh, more reavers.
As you're out in the great wide universe now?
Yep. I'm just gonna turn this off.
Sneaky.
Just shut down my... Shut.
Well, it took us an hour and a half to get through 16 trivia questions.
Look at that. So there's a Reaver Berserker and a Reaver Berserker, Reaver Invader. Both of them in flying information, heading towards the ship, by the way.
Great.
I'm passing within 3 kilometers of both of them.
So is this where Final dies?
I mean, maybe. I'm hoping they get distracted by the Frockhammer station that's nearby.
Frockhammer.
I just turned off my grid and just coasted.
Ghosting. Rations? Is he still carrying the uranium?
No, I've already been back. I'm going to the uranium now.
I was like, is nobody paying attention?
No one's paying attention. You're not even you're paying attention.
I am paying attention. I'm just also reading a lot of trivia questions.
Sure. Okay.
You have Reavers 3 kilometers away from you.
Yeah, I've passed them now. Alright. Turn those back on.
Nice, we're almost full up with food and water.
Alright, 50 kilometers to go.
I still don't know why.
It'll be a long trip.
I wonder if the conveyor tubes.
Oh, that conveyor tube is yellow.
It is yellow, but it's fine. So, okay, I gotta check the conveyor network.
Check the conveyor junction above that. So you might have to look at the.
Do I have to drill through the ceiling here?
Probably. So look in the middle. So you see where the steel block that is above the conveyor. So when you're standing in the middle of the room, where the light is,
right?
That's the medical bay.
Yeah, there's a light. There's this light. You want this light?
Middle of the room. Middle of the room. So right.
This is the middle of the room.
I know. So you see that conveyor? That conveyor is fine, but the conveyor above it might not be.
Yeah.
So if you grind out that one,
yeah,
you might be able to see that the conveyor in the middle is damaged. I don't know if there's anything above that.
My inventory is full. Hold on. Where can I?
You can dump it into the assemblers.
Yeah.
47 kilometers.
That one is fine.
Weird.
That is fine. Alright, I think we're gonna just have to start doing some more disassembly.
Either that or there's something really wrong with the but the medical bay got fed oxygen, so those are both fed from the bottom. It's very odd. Something else is wrong. We have to replace all those blocks too.
No.
Just be careful grinding stuff out there because the shield controller table's on the other side. And if you break that, I probably won't have the means to replace it.
Okay. That's good to tell me that now.
Well, I'm just telling you, it's not where you're grinding, but where you will be grinding, you might run into that.
Scarlet has redeemed another trivia question. Alright, do you have a page number suggestion for me?
Might be behind the medical bay.
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Okay, I'll replace these blocks first. Or if I blow up something here, I don't want to hit the table, so where is the table?
You'll have to go upstairs and look, but I don't think it's on that side. You could just go through the hole in the floor.
Oh, that's true, I can. Table is not even on this side.
Yeah, that's what I thought. There is a helm. Actually, there was a helm in front of that LCD panel. But
Dealer's choice, somewhere in the middle. Okay.
But where you were going to grind, I think you're fine.
So over here should be fine.
Go to the block behind the medical bay.
Which? Here?
Yeah, there. Yeah. Because there's a conveyor spine on that side of the ship.
And then we will get Master Scarlet a trivia question. Somewhere in the middle.
30 kilometers. At least it's
Okay.
a long trip.
Let's look approximately in the middle of the book. Oh, here we go. Extinct animals.
Oh. Is Rorthik around to answer questions?
From his childhood?
Hmm. That would be specifically for the dinosaurs, though.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I've never heard of this. What type of animal was Meganeura? What type of animal was a Meganeura? Spelt Meganeura. Page. My gosh, everybody seems on it with this one. I've never heard the term before.
Still coasting through space. Silk Stream is so ambient with the nice glow of the still on fire brick. Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's heavy armor. I get this one as well? Is that gonna blow anything up?
I don't think so. I don't know if I got enough gold to build enough superconductors for the engines in the back of the ship. And I know the engines are still damaged. That's where all the glow is coming from.
Yep. And they have the welders, so as the components are available, they get built.
We refined the gold a long time ago, so you might have to tell me what we're missing.
Yep. Well, first we're gonna figure out how to pressurize this room. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to find an answer to that without restarting the grid.
Because all of them have the pieces. that they need.
Yeah, but they're all yellow, right?
Yeah. So I was like, somewhere else in the line, there's a break.
Well, no, because the emissives on the blocks only work between each junction. So that is either a block that uses the conveyor network or a junction. So
I understand that.
If they're yellow from a working junction to a working device, then they're either the device on one end is not working, or it's bugged. And what I'm seeing right now is there's a T section there, which is a junction going to another junction, and the stuff in between is yellow. And we know those junctions are working. So
or
something
they
is
are
wrong.
Supposed to be working.
Yes. So something else is wrong. How close are those reavers?
I was just gonna read the answer to the trivia question.
Oh, okay.
3.4 clicks and 4.4 clicks.
I don't think so, Jared. They'd be loose grids inside of the ship. There is a subgrid inside of the ship, but...
Okay.
That's probably iron.
Quiz 256. What type of animal was a meganeura? Book says the answer is a giant dragonfly. Here we go. Oloraptiloque. Nailed it.
Seven kilometers from the uranium. Okay, so how far away are those reavers again?
About 3 kilometers to 4 kilometers away. Why do you ask?
I was gonna get you to power cycle the ship.
I'm gonna fill in the floor.
I don't think there's really any harm in doing it, so... You fill in the floor and then go up to the bridge.
Uh-huh.
And then turn off, go up to the bridge and then sit in the main cockpit.
Mm-hmm.
You can power cycle the ship.
As in turn it off and on again?
Yep.
See what happens?
See what happens.
If we get blown up.
This rock is so freaking... is just set up in a way where I can't see it at all.
Okay, let me charge. I will finish welding these blocks and then I will go and turn it off and on again. Made mistakes where you cut off a part and failed to reattach it, Jared? I feel that has happened to everyone.
Yes.
It's easy to do.
Particularly in creative. Alright. Give me the tasty, tasty uraniums. Nom 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 nom.
Delicious.
Uranium is so not dense.
I'm Come on. No. There we go. There we go. It's fine.
Come on.
Okay, which one was the control seat? The one in the middle?
Yeah.
First seat. The Reavers are getting closer.
Much closer.
It's now under 3 kilometers away. Is it worth it?
Yeah. Just jump in the control seat.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Because it might fix the grid.
Okay. Is the grid broken really a problem?
Well, it would do some weird things, like it's doing
There's nothing
now.
on this hotbar.
It's fine, you don't need to.
Okay.
I'm just doing a quick save, just in case something weird happens with the shields. Okay, just press Y.
Press Y.
A little shield. The ship should be down, or should be off.
Huh?
And then you can press Y again. Start back up.
Through Mr. Tin Man. Uranium takes so long to mine. I mean, honestly, for us right now, everything takes so long to mine.
Shields are charging, which is a good sign.
Yeah.
That room, there is a there's a vent in the bridge. The bridge should be pressurized. You can see from
Nope.
your suit details it's not.
I can feel the death.
Yeah, we might need to do a server restart.
Well, you said you were gonna move it, so that could be a over the
that's-
next 2 weeks thing.
Maybe, we'll see. We will see.
We have so many damaged blocks, so
Yes, we do. Come on.
it's one of those things where you start fixing them and then you find more broken blocks. Oh, that one is
There's lots of broken ones all over
Yeah.
the place.
All right, well, I'll stay inside here and I'll get what I can reach.
Much uranium mine.
Because the whole top here was blown off. Oh. Shooting.
Check the inventory. Cargo containers full.
And I know these are not heavy armor because this was the patch we used as we were getting away.
It would be nice to have this be heavy armor again, but that's not a rush.
No, we'll try and fix. I'm just gonna get rid of this one for a minute.
What have I got? Nectar's still filling. Uranium is so tedious. Come on. Okay, now we're filling the drills.
Okay, so now let's get a bunch of metal grids. And then see what we can do. Taguchi, welcome. How are you doing today?
Come on, mining. This should turn into a number of uranium ingots, hopefully.
Hopefully. Okay.
Come on.
Come on.
Halfway through, the drill's filling up a little bit
Yeah.
more.
Good.
Once I get the drills full, I will come back, and I should have lots of uranium.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll have to check what we need to finish fixing the
Music
thrusters.
to our ears.
We should hopefully have enough juice to maybe move the ship over here.
Yeah, for more mining operations.
There's some more asteroids around here. Like there's another iron asteroid. I'm hoping there's a magnesium asteroid nearby. 'Cause if there is a magnesium rock, then we can look at rearming because we're a little low on ammo.
Shocking.
Be nice to have because something that I haven't been able to take advantage of is the there's the big missile launchers at the back
Oh, right.
that were basically just damage sinks for a while.
Yeah.
They worked well for that, but we need them to be functional.
Yeah.
So some more chunks of ship back there, some more ammo for them would be good, and then we could probably take advantage of them when we run into the next big reaver.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so still no oxygen. So there's still another gap somewhere.
There's something wrong. That's what's going on. Okay. I am now searching for the exit. There it is. Come on.
There we go. Well, what is everyone else up to today?
Making you read trivia questions.
Everybody is up to making me read trivia questions.
There are 2 uranium patches in this thing? Oh no, it's just that big. Okay then. Holy.
Holy.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, there we go. Ship's a little slow.
Whatcha? Another trivia question. All right, Fugutu. Would you like to pick a page from, what is it, 7 to 460 something? Or shall I pick one at random?
Simply visible. Alright, where is...
Just watching me read out trivia questions. Everybody's favorite Sunday/Monday entertainment. Dealer's choice. Okay.
There we go.
Soothing vocalizations. Ah! You mean final, right?
There we go. Alright, 7 eclipse.
Voice is much more
On my way.
soothing. You're on your way?
With a lot of uranium.
Right. Okay. Let me find a question. Oh, and how's it going without Netflix, Fugutu? I know you had mentioned that in a recent stream. Let's see what we got. Golf. Does anyone know anything about golf?
Ugh.
Is this a good group for golf questions, or should I pick another one?
Golf.
Golf. No golf? Alright. That's what I opened it to. You haven't noticed, Fagutu? Well, that's good. Here we go, okay. Food and drink category. Golf with friends, maybe that one. It's a trap.
No.
Ooh, oodles of noodles. That's better. We can talk about noodles and pasta. Okay, question. What are knife-cut Korean noodles called? What are knife-cut Korean noodles called? All right, now we will find more metal grids. Seems to be the largest issue.
A lot of loading. What's going on? Sus.
Howdy, Malloy. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? We are here with another trivia extravaganza today.
Oh, so much trivia. So little
I
progress
checked.
from fixing the ship.
I checked and I had actually changed the cap on trivia questions to 20. So you can only ask 20 trivia questions.
I was gonna ask if you did you check on the what we need for the thrusters?
No, you said you were going to check on that.
Oh yeah, I guess I can't.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't get anything else on the way back, so.
More metal grids. You're good, Malloy. Glad to hear it. Doing well, thank you. Yes, I changed it to 20. We've done 8. We're on our 18th question today.
Yes.
So 20 per whole stream. But I set it so that one person can redeem up to 10, but like one person just can't redeem all of the 21. All of the 20. You have to share the redeeming. But I changed it because I know that Final is getting grumpy about having too many trivia questions. But 20 is still like 2.5 hours of trivia questions.
So many trivia questions.
So it's still a lot.
Okay, I definitely need to block this Frockhammer station from spawning.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Because that's all we're getting, and now we're down to sim speed of 0.6.
Ah.
Let me see here. Let me remove.
We'll just change this to a workout stream. Yeah, you gotta redeem like push-ups instead. But yes, we are a community dedicated to trivia knowledge and bothering Final. That's what Freaky's after anyway.
Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah, that was me. Sorry.
That was you.
Removed the Frockhammers.
Oh. No more Frockhammers.
Really need to figure out what the spawn ID of that is. Yeah, as soon as I take all the Frockhammers out, the server sim speeds back up to 1.
There's your answer.
Yeah.
Gonna get buff. I've been trying to work out more, and I did 2 workouts last week.
Wow.
I know.
One of them even takes advantage of that Apple subscription we have.
Yes, we have like one of those. We both have iPhones, and we have an Apple TV. So we got, is it like a family plan or something?
Yeah, we got Apple Prime, or
Plus
iCloud.
or I
Yeah,
don't
whatever
know.
it is, which is all of the services bundled together.
Because we were both paying separately for Apple Music, and then one of us was paying for Apple TV, and with the family plan, you like also get the workouts and their news app, and there was like something else that we got.
Oh, iBooks, more iBook stuff.
No, there's no iBook stuff. I still have to pay for all those separately. There was something else.
You mean I pay for those separately?
I used to pay for my own iBooks, and then Final attached his credit card because it was a family account.
Yeah.
Like, haha.
So now I pay for all the books.
It's like, well, this works out for me. Thank you, Malloy. But yes, I did the Apple on the Apple TV workout classes. It was quite good. I was very, very tired at the end.
Yes.
Okay. Come on. Till we find the gap. Still has no oxygen.
Pretty
Here.
clicks. I have a feeling it might have to be a server restart to fix that particular problem.
Yeah, I mean, there are still blocks that are broken. But it looks like we've been having some glitches.
Yeah, I think there's definitely a grid glitch in there somewhere. Okay, so my thought here is I get back, we get the uranium refined. Once we have a positive stockpile of uranium in the ship,
We go on a little adventure.
oh yeah, we'll probably move the ship to the uranium mine.
Okay. Is there somewhere we can hide? Like, is the uranium mine big enough to house this?
Yeah, it's big enough to hide the ship, yeah, for sure.
Great. Okay.
So we can hide the ship inside of the uranium mine.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of other asteroids nearby. There's an ice asteroid nearby. There's an iron
Yeah.
asteroid nearby.
Okay.
So I think from that perspective, there's enough stuff. I'm not confident there's a what's it called? Your magnesium asteroid close, but I have found other magnesium rocks,
Okay.
just not in that direction.
Great. You need to get back into regular exercise, Malloy. You're just so tired all the time. And many other excuses. I mean, you have 2 small children to chase after. That's exercise.
Yes, the many tiny humans are taking care of that problem for you.
Yeah, I feel like you're probably very much in shape. Welcome back, Alchemy.
It's either chasing after the tiny humans or running away from turnip chasing Malloy.
We're
So
running away from Turnip.
first class drillers.
Huh.
FCDR
I'm
military
carrying
escort.
them, right? Yeah, your arms must be so strong. Are we not? Or are we out of cobalt or something?
I found a cobalt rock in that direction. Oh.
No, we have cobalt.
What are you trying to make? Or what are we not making?
It's not making the metal grids automatically. I can tell.
Check the inventory for grids.
Oh, nope, there's that. I was trying to.
I bet you it's trying to make fusion coils or something. It probably needs more gold.
Trying to make missing items. Not telling me what these things are. Trying to make missing item.
Yeah, I think the first thing in the front
Fusion
there
coil.
is a fusion coil.
Reactor components, field emitter.
Yeah, those need gold.
Well, that's what it is.
Well, the gold rock is closer. It's not in the direction of the uranium mine, though. Like, tangentially in that direction.
Yeah. What I'm wondering is, because all of this is light armor, if I should strip this out and rebuild it, or just, like, put another layer on the inside here as heavy armor.
I would rather that be heavy armor, but you know me and my building preferences, so...
Well, yeah, because this is kind of important, because the last time you were shot out of the sky...
Yeah.
In the place that controls the ship?
Yes. Well, we need to
So-
build a whole new front section, because there's supposed to be, like, weapons and spinal things on the front of the ship.
Yeah.
And those aren't there, because we never finished the front of the ship, because we ran out of space in the hangar.
Yes.
And by hangar, I mean hole in the ground.
By the hole in the mountain. Okay, well, I can just clear all of these out then.
Okay, slow down. I am 1.3 kilometers from the
Might as
ship.
well prep for this activity. You need some metal grids.
Now, where is the entrance to this rock?
Yep, it's building.
Combat phase now active. I'm gonna get this hostile ship on the other side of the asteroid for me. That's what I'm gonna do. Convenient hole in asteroid. Where are you? Hello.
Hello. Where are you? You are also light armor.
Where is it? Where is it? Ooh.
Trying to get some more safety here.
Huh.
Oh, right. We just like...
There's a
Oh.
asteroid impact on the outside of the outside of the rock here. Some
Fine.
nice materials in it.
Okay.
Some cobalt, platinum. It looks like gold. Interesting. Okay.
Interesting.
Interesting. There's also an assert transport square.
A transport square.
Yep. It's kind of weird.
It's hip to be square.
Where's the freaking entrance to this rock?
Don't want the burning thrusters to guide you in?
I can't see them.
That's surprising.
What is going on?
Throw an
Don't
extra
shoot me. Do not shoot me. Transport square.
Transport square.
There's more asteroid impacts.
Alright.
I am at the right rock, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm at the right rock. I don't see your antenna yet, which is kind of weird.
I don't know. Is it on? Yeah, it's on. You need me to find you?
No, I'll figure it out.
Signal's lost.
Apparently so. Oh, hang on. I think I found it.
And this is the end of Paradiso, everyone.
Nope. Nope. There you are.
See how quick that was?
Which side is side?
Oh, very exciting.
Oh, the batteries are almost dead.
Yep.
Yep, I can see some of the batteries that you left on the outside of the ship are down to 25%.
Oh. Well, that's fun.
Yeah, it's super good, isn't it?
I mean, I can put more batteries on the ship.
It's not really going to save us from the fact that they need to be charged.
No, it's not.
Okay, I am in the ship.
Oh, yes. For patrons who get art from me, I started working on the art, said art,
Excellent.
yesterday. Well, I'm hoping to mail them out the first week of March. Is the deadline I gave to myself.
Wow. We may have to turn off the shields.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fusion coils and thruster components are
We've
what we are
been-
missing. For the...
Relatively okay.
Yeah, we haven't taken any damage. Are you in the bridge?
Yeah, I'm patching. I'm making a hole and patching it.
Okay. So if you can go to... If you go to the controller table...
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of asteroids.
Oh, that's so creepy.
Yeah, there's still an abomination nearby.
Oh,
More than one.
nope, I don't like that. Nope. Oh, it's close. Yeah, 500 meters away. I'm closing.
Yeah, two of them.
Yeah, I need to patch this hole.
Yeah, maybe don't turn off the shields just yet.
Yeah.
They're coming from the side that has the hole in the asteroid, but they won't see us. Oh, nope, they're definitely shooting at us. Wonderful.
Okay, I'm gonna need to stick just the regular steel blocks in here then. Unless I can... I'm all turned around. Where am I?
I'm not entirely sure I can do anything about that.
Here we go. Okay, now I know where I am. Woohoo, right? Woohoo. I am excited about the art for everyone.
Let's see. There's only 2 hours left of battery power.
We flew through 8 hours of battery power very quickly.
Yes, we did. Well, I think the refineries kicked in. Okay. Let's look at uranium. Yeah, the shields are really our
Literally
problem.
right there.
Okay. Yeah, they're attacking the... They're on the very thin side of the wall. They're just shooting the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, I need you to turn the shields down.
And that's from the table?
Yeah. And we're gonna... It's very dangerous, but we're never going to recharge the ship unless we turn the shields
What do I
off.
press? K?
So, yeah, press
Okay.
F on the table when you're looking at it. And just go to shields
table.
down.
Shield status down?
Yeah. Remember how to turn that back up. Just remember that you have to click the shields up to get them to go up.
Copy.
I'm going to close the hangar doors just to be safe. Because if we don't...
Give this a really nice patch here. Beautiful.
That, turn the lights off.
All you need is a grinder and a can-do attitude.
The hangar's pressurizing.
Oh, well, something is at least.
Kind of nuts to me that it is, but here you go. Okay, refinery.
Alright, it's not the prettiest of patches, but it is a patch.
Go to the control panel. Go to batteries. Fully depleted in 14 minutes or in 2 hours.
14 minutes!
Yeah, they're
Fudge.
they're flipping between fully depleted in 2 hours and fully depleted in 15 minutes and fully recharged in a certain amount of time. It's because the reactors are... There's not enough uranium stockpiled. Hang on, I'm gonna have to turn off the reactors too. Turn them off. Okay, so what I've done is I've turned off the reactors because what's happening is the reactors are using up the uranium that's getting refined. Taking a long time to refine the uranium, and then the reactors kick on, use up all of the uranium, and it's not self-sustaining. So we have a problem.
Yeah, okay. How would you suggest that we fix this problem?
I am working on, well, what I've done is I've turned off the reactors. We'll see if that helps. We can build up a little stockpile of uranium, and then I'll turn it on the reactors again.
Yeah. Not looking good.
Jared is suggesting that we have a solar sail in the ship. Having a bunch of solar cells in the ship is probably not a bad idea. Okay, so something up here is still not pressurized. The hangar has pressurized, but the actual living deck is not. A little
Short
weird.
of ripping the whole thing apart, I don't really know what to tell you.
Yeah, I don't know why this is doing that. Find the air leak. Room
Looks
pressure not
suggest-
pressurized.
Reactors off for 10, back on for 5. Off for 10. To attempt to give some charge.
Yeah, that's probably what we'll have to do. See, the weird thing is this airlock isn't pressurizing either. And it's just these three, like, it's nothing. There's nothing here.
Could it perhaps just be a glitch?
It could be. Oh, I pressed find leak. That doesn't solve the problem. That's fixed. That conveyor is probably not.
Like this one here. That one is green.
Meteor storm inbound.
Meteor storm inbound.
Surprisingly, I didn't hear Lucian say that.
Because it's a... If there is an issue... Probably back there? Maybe?
Could be. Oh, we fired at a...
But those... I could rip the floor out.
Or firing at asteroids going by, or meteors, I should say.
Do the armor blocks?
Picklebeard's suggestion is to copy past the ship, which is not a bad idea.
Like these?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because this is where the other pieces are.
There's some bits missing grids. Do some repairing while I wait for the refineries to do their thing.
Yeah. I don't...
Some angry abominations.
I feel of all of our problems, this one is not one of our highest priority problems.
Probably not. Batteries.
But if it's irking you greatly, I can continue on.
Fully depleted in 2
assess
hours.
From all angles. Checked up, now we'll check down.
We're up to 22 units of uranium ingots. That's
Okay.
good. We'll go. Wonder if we can get 200 uranium ingots. Oh. Didn't fix this. Okay, I can do that. Am I still missing grids in this section? Ah, these two are missing grids still. Okay, let's go get some grids.
Those are all fine. We'd have to rip. Out some additional pieces. You're green.
Okay. Oh, these never got. Okay.
Oh
All
my
right.
gosh!
That one
Grandma.
good.
Whew. Oh, thank you,
Yield
Mr.
module.
Gentleman. Now we're all awake.
Another yield module.
I don't see anything that's broken.
Do some repairs.
Okay, but what I am gonna do then to work on pressure in the top of the ship.
Yes.
I'm gonna go outside and look at all of the blocks on the top of the ship
Very nice.
to see if that will sort out that oxygen issue. Because I think we might just be experiencing a space engineer's glitch.
It may be. It may be that it's just a space engineer's glitch. Okay.
Oh no, and the reavers.
I thought you liked the reavers.
No, I do not like the reavers.
You don't like the reavers?
I don't like the reavers. Well, this might be our problem here.
What, the reavers?
This big open.
No, the door's closed.
Okay. It wasn't you this time, Calgar. Okay, I see. Huh. Mr. Tin
Fineries.
Man. I have a skylight.
2 speeds. Power efficiency.
Shot
zero.
up to the ceiling.
Okay, so. Modules. And I need some steel plate. Speed module. Speed module. Power efficiency module.
Okay.
Alright, grab these.
Next row. We're attempting to be methodical about this.
What?
I know. Oh, that one needs a steel plate. Oh, and that one is just a light armor. So we need
You're a
to
light armor.
remove- Correct.
Oh look.
I am not a
rocks
heavy armor.
falling
Oh, look.
from the sky.
Rocks.
You might want to find shelter.
Rocks.
You excited about rocks?
Rocks. Abominations. They're just like hanging out right there.
Yeah. Just trying to get your attention.
Just the stress.
They're trying to contact you about our ship's warranty.
We blew it up pretty good, so...
I don't want to do that.
Soon it'll just be you.
Need to
freezing
charge.
to death, because I'll have switched myself off.
So this means that there's a whole other layer. Here.
I mean, it's meant to be a heavy bulkhead up there.
Yeah.
What did you just weld?
A block? I had to place it first, though. Why? Did that fix it?
Yep.
Oh. It wasn't even like the ceiling. It was a random block outside of the ceiling. That's pretty funny.
Yep. That's pretty funny. Pretty terrible, but pretty funny.
Oh, okay. Well, here we are. I would have not guessed that that was the answer.
Here you go.
A random block outside of the blocks that were the ceiling. That was it, everyone. Did you have that on your bingo card?
Magnesium. How much magnesium do we have?
It wouldn't be the logical answer.
We definitely have a magnesium problem.
When do we not?
Fair enough. Uranium.
Now, is this gonna break it if I take this out
60.
somehow?
Okay. We're doing on power. 2 hours. All right.
2 hours of power. Are these also light? Yeah.
I am excited to have have the potential for an actual airlock that depressurizes without having to jump through many hoops with the automation blocks.
Very nice. Cool. Indeed. Oh, good, Malay. I'm glad you've written that one down, just in case, you know, you're concerned in your own playthrough as to what the cause of it is.
Yes. Please check.
Secondary layer of blocks is the answer.
Yes, it is true. Combat phase has ended. So there is a thing to be concerned about, or to note.
Just one?
This, well, I mean, we can go up one more. It's not the end of the world. The door for this, for the stairs,
Yeah.
goes where I'm standing, right where this block is. So that's fine for this block. We'll just go up another block with the staircase, or the sorry,
On
with
the roof?
like the door.
You can
go-
remove it. I haven't filled it in.
No, I'm just saying the door
Yeah.
will go here.
Yep.
Which is fine. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
We can put some heavy weapons up front. Heavy weapons.
It was a block outside of a block that was already filled in. The block was filled. I checked.
That is Space Engineers for you, team. That is exactly how this works.
But it was when I placed, because you see, yeah, what indeed. So you see, like, I took out one of these blocks because it was light armor, to replace it, took it out, and then placed a heavy armor block. Didn't even fill it in. It was fine.
Yep.
And then the one underneath it was also completely filled in and fine.
Yep. That is how Space Engineers work, Steve.
Works. In quotation marks. Very obvious if you think about it, really.
Yeah.
Really think about it.
I don't understand why you hadn't found this one before.
I mean, now I know. That's good.
I'm expecting you to find solutions to this kind of problem in the future. All by yourself.
I'll know to check. Now I know that that's a possibility.
This is how you end up with multi-layered gun bricks.
Yeah. Lower my desk from the standing to the sitting
Oh no.
position. I don't even have to mute.
Finding quite a few
That loud.
unwelded blocks back here.
Do you know how many blocks I've had to weld?
Not enough, obviously.
Not enough. Alright, there we go. I've determined that standing for the whole 4-hour stream is a bit much, so I'm trying to remember to sit
Yes.
halfway through-ish.
Yes, good. Yes,
Otherwise,
good.
the next day I wake up and my back is sore, and I'm like, why is my back sore?
Probably not for the reason you think.
No? Probably because I stand with bad posture.
Sure.
Sure. You have some other ideas?
I mean, when do I not have other ideas? There are so many blocks missing. Grids back here. Holy.
Oh, that sounds so crazy.
Every single one of these blocks back here, a line that are damaged,
Uh-huh.
are all missing grids. The blocks next to them are fine.
Which area?
It's on the side that it is the side that took all the damage, so. It's really too bad we don't have a welder ship anymore. Or those bots.
Or the bots that do not help.
Well, I mean, they would probably help in this situation.
They might. Oh, I do have an old yoga mat that I fold up to stand on. And it seems to work for my standing. But yes, it's the rotating between them that I need to get better at instead of just standing for a very long period of time.
Yes.
Sitting for a very long period of time. It's the rotating.
No, you could use my standing mat.
But we did a test because the yoga mat that I fold up is actually the same thickness as your standing mat.
Yeah,
We
but different
looked at this,
material.
But it is a different material.
Where? Whoa. The abomination trying to get through the rock again.
Trying to get through the rock. Oh, it just
It
sounds
is-
so creepy.
Also upset that it can't get through the rock.
Yeah, it really wants to. It wants to say hi.
It can't get through the doggy door. A little upset about it.
Maybe I gotta get myself like a little timer or something that dings every hour.
There's one in the thing.
In the thing?
The desk controller has a timer.
Ah, and it just like automatically moves?
That's what the auto button is.
That's terrifying.
Well, it doesn't auto move. It beeps at you when it's supposed to move.
Okay, so I could just like be in a meeting and then my desk just starts to lift.
I mean, it would work, wouldn't it?
You're like, sorry, I gotta go. My desk is leaving.
Yeah, we could get you an Apple Watch app.
Lionel has been trying to get me an Apple Watch for years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Miss. Oh, I can do workouts on the TV with my Apple stuff? Oh.
I just have such small wrists that most watches just look so bulky and weird. Right? Is your desk running? You better go catch it. I think it would be more hilarious if you had it in the standing position during a work meeting and then it just starts to lower. Oh, thank you for stopping by, Winter. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye, Winter. That needs fixing. And get some more bits. It's a lot of...
Yes, the child-size wrists. I can still fit into child-size watches.
Oh, you've got the Oh, no, you don't. You've got your purple suit on for me.
Pink one?
You might want to charge your
Yeah, it
suit.
didn't load the gold.
Yeah, I don't know why. Very annoying when it doesn't do that.
Great elevator. Couch cake, right? You gotta make sure you're wearing pants.
Who needs pants?
Your Apple Watch has kept you in shape since you got it 7 years ago? Well, that's awesome, Mr. Tin Man.
Was a stutter.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna have to go charge.
Oh, you also have tiny wrists, Winter. Yeah, like I don't really wear bracelets because I can't really find any that fit or are of interest to me.
My grids.
Environmental grids.
What am I missing? What am I missing?
You used to do science fair interactive demos for kids, and you'd always bring the wrong size gloves and lab coats because most of the kids are bigger than you.
Suit shutdown imminent.
I really do get it.
Yeah. Ah, interesting. Alright. Go charge. Okay, so at some point, that stopped working again.
What stopped working?
The deck is not pressurized again.
Oh, that weird glitch didn't fix it.
No, it didn't. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Don't get it. From this this isn't... There we go. My build planner was struggling.
I mean, it's build planner.
Like, come on. You can do it. You can do it. Nope, we can't do it.
Nope.
We thought about doing it and we decided against it.
Build planner says no.
Mm-hmm.
Section of this plate is now fixed.
Nice.
Very good. Very, very good.
A bunch of metal grids. Most of the plate on the inside and around the guns should be good,
Okay.
but there's just so much to fix.
Yes. I need to get one of those, like, structural integrity scripts to see, to really tell us where we've missed something. Reaver Impaler is detected as a potential target. It's 2 kilometers away. It is heading towards us. I wonder if it's going for the abominations.
I need to charge.
Considering the explosion I just saw above us, I think that might be true.
Hey, that would be nice.
Let the Reavers and the abominations go at each other.
Yeah, but then we're very, very close by.
Yep.
It's a potential target.
Yep. You know, the Impaler's after the abomination that's 88 meters from us.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's
very good.
Nice. Confirmed Malloy is a hobbit. Or perhaps an elf, because we know that you have very long gold hair.
Waiting for the Galadriel cosplay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That would be
Whoa.
fantastic.
Oh, good. This bug.
What bugged?
You probably can't see this, but sometimes the welder torch flame disembodies itself from your welder.
Oh yes, I've seen that before.
Yeah, that's a thing for me at the moment. It's really good.
Yes, build planner does lie.
I think it's got less to do with, I don't think it's build planner lying so much, it's the way its logic works, which is really annoying. The way it tells you that components are, like, what it does when you click get components, it iterates through the ship's inventory, and in the first few boxes it will find, it will go and get the stuff. But that list of inventories isn't ordered, as far as I understand. Or somebody said that, and I was like, wait, so you're telling me that it randomly checks the inventories on the ship, like the individual block inventories, not like a collected list. It checks the individual block inventories for stuff. And that's how you can sit there and look at it and go, fetch, 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 fetch. And it will continue to get stuff. I have no idea if that's 100% true, but that's what I was told. And I was like, this is
Wait
insane.
a second. 5'8" Malloy. Alright, we can just compress into a tiny ball. Oh,
Okay.
that wasn't enough steel plates.
I need some steel plate.
I mean, it could be T-Loc. It's just worked up until this point, so that's why it's interesting. It was fine with it before, if that is the case.
And the fact that it's affecting 2 separate decks that aren't directly, that are only linked.
Here, we'll just take all
which have conveyor junctions in between them. It's weird.
I think that it will probably be a restart first, and if that doesn't fix it, then we can assess the other options.
Yes.
But it's been fine for multiple streams in space.
That's that, and then I need hydrazine thrusters, which are these ones.
And quite frankly, I don't know if it's our biggest concern at this moment.
You sure?
The whole running out of power thing seems a little more concerning to me.
Speaking of, let me check. How many uranium ingots do we have?
How many uraniums?
How many uraniums do we have? Uraniums. We're about halfway through the uranium that I got. We're at 184 ingots. So, should be enough to turn on the reactors now. That's more than... It's 90 ingots per reactor.
We just need a ton of metal grids.
We're going to turn those on.
Anything?
There we go. 45 grams a second.
If that'll take it.
Half an hour of energy in them right now.
Okay.
The reactors are on and running. Check the batteries. All of the ship's batteries will be charged in 10 minutes.
Really?
Yes. For 15 minutes.
For 15 minutes.
10 to 15 minutes. It's a good sign.
Mm-hmm. And you're wanting us to move.
Not until the batteries are charged. I would say that we should move, but let's move maybe once the batteries are charged.
Mm-hmm.
Did I just see that right?
Is there a laser beam that was shooting?
I'm not sure if it was a laser beam or it was an atlas that whipped around and looked at me funny. I was like, wait a minute.
Might have. Didn't like the look of you.
I guess.
I don't remember which one of these I was looking at.
Getting a little bit of a big crackly noise. Odd.
Odd.
Don't know if anybody else can hear that.
Oh gosh, no!
Charge up.
Oh, it was Picklebeard this time.
Speaking of things firing,
You're all big fans of the torture today.
base engineers doing the repeating sound bug.
That one is creepy. I
Don't
feel like
that
that
one?
one could probably get a sound alert. I don't know how we get that sound.
I'd have to ask TFE.
Add it to the list. Oh, and the Xeno.
You don't like the Xeno?
Being attacked on all fronts.
Come on. There we go. Alright. Food and water. Oh, that Reaver Impaler's just hanging out. Oh, it's chasing the Abomination.
Oh, we must have got hit by something, because this is crumpled. And I just fixed this. Ah!
All the shields are down.
Screamer. Ah, Calgary, it was you this time. Yes, Oh, no. Oh, no.
You okay over there?
No.
You okay?
I'm not okay over here.
Well, there was a reaver sound in-game, too.
Oh. You're all teaming up.
I mean, it's kind of what we do.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, that's... Oh my gosh. Y'all. What are you doing to me? Rude. Rude.
Oh, yeah. My audio is borked.
Your game audio?
Yes, I'm F5.
F5.
F5 for science!
Have these got broken?
See if it fixes it.
Huh. Well then. Okay, I need to go church. Hang out in the cryopods.
Cryopod fun.
Cryopod fun.
You gonna join me in the tube?
In the tube. Do some charging in the tube.
You gonna join me in our human storage?
You know, that doesn't sound super appealing.
You don't like the human storage?
So fun.
So much fun. Like,
So
OMG.
much fun.
OMG, so much fun.
OMG. I lost some health, so we must have... Something must have happened.
You open your visor helmet at any point? Pretty sure you did.
Probably, yeah. I think to test the airtightness.
Still loading.
Still loading?
You want to see if it crashes?
Game crashes?
Space Engineers was really liking to crash on us last week.
Yes, it was a struggle. We almost had to not play Space Engineers. That's interesting. This looked all crumpled before.
And it crashed.
Ah.
No error message, just CTD.
Mover Impaler is outside. That's not good. You need... Oh no. Oh no indeed.
Alright, let's try this again. And we'll put that up.
Reaver Impaler. They're all needing metal grids. Okay. Oh, uh-oh. That could be bad.
Well, get inside and get to the bridge and put the shields up.
Okay.
You have the power for it.
Okay, okay.
You can shortcut through the top of the ship.
Oh, that's true. Oh, something's shooting. Okay. Ah! this always happen? Space engineers. Oh. And then we're gonna see if the ladder works.
Can't handle the ladder.
Ugh. All right, did I make it? Is it F? Shield status up.
So, are you still under attack?
I'm gonna go check. We're gonna see if we fly out into space. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, the animation is the part that's broken.
Where?
Just whizzed right
Did
by.
the abomination get it?
Oh, maybe.
I'm not seeing another signal. Okay, maybe I can turn the shield off then.
Maybe. Oh, Space Engineer crashed again.
Okay.
Let's try it one more time. I'm going to try a server restart. I don't understand.
Well, you said you were going to do some maintenance on it the last 2 weeks.
On the world? Yes.
Yeah. Should I get into my cryo tube?
Hang on, let me try again.
Okay. The shield down to save power?
What we should probably do is actually map control for that into your control seat.
Mm-hmm. It could be the shield person.
Yep. Maybe we can do that. Should be easy to do.
You have an issue with ladders, T-Luke? Drop you a couple of times before it works? That's not ideal.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Oh, that didn't find anything. There we go.
Still loading. Loading.
Oh, I could spell correctly. That would help.
Probably would.
Probably would. Oh. Oh, I feel like I have to sneeze. Sneeze isn't happening. You know that feeling?
No, I don't know that feeling. No idea what you're talking about.
No idea what I'm talking about?
No idea. Oh, crashed again.
All right, what would you like me to do?
Jump into your cryopod and we'll do a restart.
Okay. I get back over there. What isn't your computer liking, I wonder?
Well, it's not giving me the graphics driver complaint this time, which is good. Let me see. I can find the.
Right, Mr. Tin Man? There, I know it's there. It's tickling my nose. All right, what would you like me to do?
Press enter. Then do exclamation mark restart space 30 space true.
Restart. Exclamation, restart, space, 30, space, true.
Enter. The server should start restarting in 30 seconds from the time you put that command in. You should see the countdown happen on screen.
Why did we need 30 seconds?
I just give it the extra 30 seconds.
Mm. Well, there we are.
We'll let that do its restart thing. And I was going to check. Let's see. Today's log.
Today's log. What could be the issue today? There's always an issue.
There's always an issue.
I can see the server restarting.
Yes, good.
Maybe it was because we were starting to make some progress. So
yeah, so
whenever that
just
happens
said no.
for us, it's normally something has to blow us up. But this time, the game was just like, hey,
I was
what
like,
if
no, thank you.
you can't actually play? Looking like the chances are slim that we're going to move over to the next asteroid.
Not today, it looks like.
Some errors popping up.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Sound is on a different thread.
Yeah, that's normal.
Oh, we shall see. Never trade luck for skill.
Yes.
Nice. Fortune cookie quote for today.
Yes. Every time you're loading, it gives you a nice new one.
A nice new fortune cookie quote. They don't have very many of them, if I recall correctly. But they're probably like, well, these people are going to be staring at these screens for a long time. So let's give them an inspirational quote to not shut down the game and do something else.
Never give up. Never surrender. Just like pick a player to play for me. Looking at
Trying.
this log, and it's literally saying that it was loading the ship and then it crashed. And, and the log just stops. There's no actual error in the log. So something else is causing the crash.
Struggling.
Odd thing.
Yeah.
If you're in, I will start connecting.
Give it a minute.
Let me do my affinity settings.
I mean, I can check what... check what we're at here. The affinities are set correctly.
Yeah, that you're not crashing. I am, right? So something else is wrong on my end.
You are the problem.
I am the problem.
You are the problem.
And we'll give that a load and see what happens.
Okay. Yes, sometimes we get quotes. Famous and inspirational people. Oh gosh, there's the abomination. Yeah, it's only 130 meters away.
Yeah, it still likes you.
Seems to.
It wants you.
Be my friend. I guess we'll continue on while we wait. Ooh.
Nope. Yep, worked this time.
Oh, nice.
Oh, and guess what?
What?
The living deck is pressurized.
The restart did it.
Yep.
Ah.
Interesting. Sim speed's still good, too. Some streaming going on, but otherwise it is working just fine.
There you go. Now, in this spot here, did you have some other guns or thrusters?
Which spot?
You see my marker?
Top or bottom?
Side. Opposite side from the door.
Uh-huh. No, there was not anything here. There was going to be, but I hadn't finished it. There is, you see here, there's a thruster missing on the far side. Yeah, there's a thruster there, and there's no thruster here.
Okay, you can add one.
The
Which thruster is this?
Gravistar turrets.
Industrial hydrogen thruster.
Yeah, those are there. I'm actually in the process of putting in the hydrogen thrusters that we lost, which I think I still have a bit in my build planner, which I do, so that's good.
Find where to stick these.
Work on that, and let's check while we're here. Batteries.
I know you really like your division badge that Calgar made, Picklebeard. Just needs a no Jared's allowed sign on the jar. Oh, it looks really nice. I enjoy that we made that like a little community art project.
Okay, the reactors charged the batteries.
Awesome.
So the batteries are fully charged.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. How much uranium do we have in the inventory? We still have a quarter of what I came back with.
Mm-hmm.
So we're stockpiling now.
Awesome.
It's a good sign.
I need some steel blades.
If we left right now,
Mm-hmm.
we could probably make it to that uranium asteroid.
You want to leave right now?
Be nice to get some of these thrusters fixed first.
Oh, probably not. I don't think we've got it in us today. But next time, probably.
Yeah, we could probably move it next time. We have to raise the shields when we got out of the ship. Got out of the hiding spot. There we go. Okay. Those thrusters are fixed. These thrusters need fixing still. If I remember correctly. Yes, that's what we did.
If it's yes, no Jareds, you could still have one Jared. It's true, the plural. You could still have one. You forgot WoW was supposed to be all tough and serious battleship fighting? So it made you silly. I like that it was silly.
Okay.
Up some random stuff. I need construction components.
Oh, wow. Do you need construction components?
Yes. And I can't spell them either.
Wow,
I don't
that's
know.
not
How many
surprising.
did I need? I'll check.
What was that?
See, I knew I was going to get dinged in my drawing for not making completely accurate battleships.
A Reaver Devourer.
That sounds lovely.
Are you not excited about this?
That sounds really lovely.
You should be excited about Reaver Devourer. Devourer. On the same side as the Abomination, but it's moving away from us. Going after the other station over there. The other Flockhammer. Interior components. Interior plates. Put these in. We lost all of the thrusters on this side of the ship.
Yeah, I'm seeing that we only have 2 side thrusters on this. Would it be helpful to add more?
If you look at the other side of the ship, the intact side,
yeah,
you'll see that there are probably some thrusters in some of those places. You can also see if you stand further back on this side here, where you hadn't fixed the refineries.
Yeah.
You can see that there's supposed to be a turret where you've put a giant block of steel.
Nice.
Yeah, that's good.
I did a great job.
I know. I know you did. I was really rooting for you, but the
rooting for me.
But the Admiralty is kind of like, why is this broken?
Why is this broken?
And they'd like you to fix it.
Aww. French.
Okay.
Right? Boy, the method that I employed for drawing the warships was I did a Google search for battleships, and then I just kind of took parts that I liked from various ships that would fit with the small scale size of the drawing. What I went with. Okay, so there needs to be one here. There should be a spot.
Oh look, rocks.
Oh, rocks
Falling from the sky.
Are you excited about the rocks?
Shelter.
Rocks. Okay, so
Please
if I
be
drill
excited.
this.
That's also interested in you, by the way.
Yeah, I see that.
That there.
Nope. Here we go. Already built that. Build planner. Good try though.
There. There.
So that one.
There.
Is this?
There. And where are the atlases? There's the atlas. Cool. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Fix these up.
Okay. Ooh. We need to.
There's not a thing on this side. It's fine. So I could go here.
Perfect. 2 of those.
Weldy, 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 weld. Give parts. Give.
I did forget one of the fundamental things about the pickles, though. Ooh, what did I forget? Gotta know for next time. Or I could make an update.
Reaver Invader. Wonderful. A lot of Reaver activity today. Reaver and Abomination. Slayer.
A bunch of them all just popping into existence.
Yep. They're moving away, though. Going towards the jump type suppression field. Which is apparently moving.
Okay. Intriguing.
It's normally a station.
It's normally a station that is moving.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes me wonder if the station is no longer stationary.
Yes, the beard. Have to add a beard to one of the pickles. Nope, wrong key.
You
There we
might
go.
want to charge your suit.
Really? I need to charge my suit. I've barely been out here.
I was thinking of it too much in the sense of just a jar of pickles
Yeah.
and not of the pickle beard.
Messed up. Just messed up.
I just messed up completely.
Yeah. You're gonna have to fix it.
Apparently so. Gives you an idea for a second entry, boy. I love it.
Calgar's badges are pretty good, though.
They are very good. They're all ready for our World of Warships this week.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Reminds me, I guess I should probably update the banner.
And there's going to be no final for most of the event.
Yes, I'm so thrilled. Here is...
You immediately RSVP'd yourself to go to this meeting. I could have gone.
Yeah, well.
Like, oh, woe is me. But you're like, there's no way that we're letting Skoka go to this meeting.
You don't even know what's going on.
Huh? You're not wrong.
I know I'm not wrong. Speaking of thrusters on the side, I fixed one you missed. Critiquing your repair job.
Uh-huh. Well, I was busy doing 8 million trivia questions for most of the repair.
Energy reserves critical.
What meeting is this? Our building's
AGM.
AGM. And only one person per unit is allowed to go.
Yes. And it's virtual.
And it's virtual. But they don't, like... I'm not a huge fan of
Close.
the group in charge of our building.
They're not the greatest.
They're not the greatest, and then, like, they only send the emails to final.
Yep.
Like, and... like, I'm here too!
No. No, that doesn't count.
Ugh. This is stopping me from just sitting beside. We had thought about it, and then we saw that it fell on a World of Warships Wednesday, so we're like, well, we'll just do both things. Right? This whole process of buying a condo is a little bit like, I am here too.
No.
Half of this is my money.
What do you think this is? Playing house?
Oh, like Final's name goes first on all of the documents. Everybody talks to him and not me.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I know.
brutal.
It's pretty funny.
It's pretty funny. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, well.
And Final's just loving it.
I just constantly refer to it as Barbie's first house.
Barbie's first house. What? That's fine.
But it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Totally fine. Okay, I need.
It's attached to me. How else would it be?
Hydrazine RCS thrust.
Make sure you get the hydrazine thrusters in there, okay?
Working on it.
Okay.
Start replacing over something.
Getting there. We definitely need more gold.
It's Final's favorite joke.
Meteor storm
whenever
inbound. I suggest
something
you
going
take
on.
cover.
Where there seems to be some sort of sexism or misogyny at play. It's always like Barbie's first X.
Yes. That's the way society treats it.
Yeah.
Okay. This fixed? I thought I fixed this.
A lot of things are broken.
That. Yeah, that's fixed. That's in need of grids. Fix that. Okay. So I need a T-junction. And I need... I don't have any steel plates on me, do I? No, I don't. Wonderful.
I'm sure you can find lots of steel plates.
I did. Did find them.
Excellent.
That's a corner section. Where's the T section? There it is. Can go there. And
You once had an HVAC tech come into your house that you own and immediately ask you if this is your dad's house? You were in your mid-30s. Oh, I had that with one of the people at our old apartment.
Yeah.
When I was there. He was like, "Is your husband home?" I'm good. I can answer the door and show you where the washing machine is.
Yeah.
Oh, which button do I need? No? Where is this one facing? Huh. Right? Just the worst.
And that. And
Hello, Chozo. Welcome. Space Engineered. That's a good one. An engineered.
I resemble that comment.
You resemble as an engineered. You had that for an alcohol delivery, Summer? I feel like most people are happy to be mistaken as younger.
Okay.
Only it was in someone else's home for my play.
Yep. Putting some more
A
armor around the
meteor
thrusters.
storm. How lovely.
Okay.
It's a shame
Great.
none
Well,
of them were
around the,
pink. That would make my day.
Yeah, this could
The
probably
thruster
do with
pods.
some shoring up.
Do you see what I did over here? If you come to the left.
Mhm.
that's what they're supposed to be. And so you have these thruster pods, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a similar thruster pod down here.
Oh, did it just shoot its laser?
Yeah, because there's a
Yeah.
meteor in front of us.
Okay.
And so these thruster pods need similar treatment, but that way you can wrap them in heavy armor. Speaking of meteors,
I was gonna do these ones first. I was gonna stick some armor, just a line here.
you could do. Oh yeah, I didn't do anything on this side, but there's supposed to be like a 2x1 tip on top of this thruster,
I see.
so you could do that on both sides.
Right. Okay, I can do that. Doing well, thank you, Chozo. How are you? Your own paranoid personality when you hear guys asking girls those sorts of questions? You're like, stop fishing for info, trying to find single women living alone. I mean, that's true. That is true. I'm sure that could be part of it.
That.
It is always a little bit creepy. Even if it's somebody who's like, you know, a repair technician who is coming to do a job, but you're like, is this actually a scam? Is this person here to assault me? I don't know.
Well, it's like the trend of like that has driven this trend of like what is it, the gym women at the gym who are positioning cameras and stuff on their phones in places to trap guys doing that.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's legitimately true, like I completely understand.
Mm-hmm.
But other times it's like, but you just caught a guy because he was looking in the mirror. Like what? Like
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't make any sense.
No. But you're doing all right, Chozo. Yeah, I don't like the gym.
Yes. Well,
I've had a number of bad experiences, so I don't go to the gym anymore.
yes. That's the part about it that's frustrating, because at the same time, it's like it's not an unjustified maneuver either.
And it's not that I don't like the gym. I think the gym is fine. I have just had bad experiences where I don't feel safe going to the gym.
We had this conversation before where we talked about you and I going to the YW.
Yeah. And that was fine.
You might want to charge your suit.
I need to go charge. I'm gonna go do that.
Go charge.
Where did I just float past the door? I did.
It happens.
Frequently.
It does happen frequently.
Okay. Alright, while I'm in the human storage, I will be right back.
Okay. After all, no one should like the gym. It's an evil, vile place. It should be eradicated from the world. There we go. Stemmer agrees. Exactly. Now I have all of you to help me work out. I'm sure there are cases of that as well, Chilok, but That hasn't been my experience. I can't say that I ever looked particularly good going to the gym. You used to carry a knife while horseback riding? Not specifically to fix the gear more? Luckily never needed it for defense, but there are a few scenarios that were super weird. Oh, yeah.
I have returned.
You have returned. On that note, I have to do 5 push-ups. All right. All right. Let's fix this. What's the latest book for book club? We're reading a book called Fire Season by Lena Crow. In the Discord, in the book club channel. You should join us, Scarlett. Okay, push up. 1, 3.
Welding time. More weldy. There is a book club.
There is a book club.
It's one of the many book clubs that Skoka's in for some reason.
Thank you, Systemmer.
This was obviously the most important one, though.
Well, this book, Malloy's friend wrote this book.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's fun.
You get to hang out with the nerdy girls who craft.
The nerdy girls who craft.
And you could be on the Nerdy Girls Who Craft podcast if you come to book club. This advertisement does not imply this is actually a podcast.
There we go. It's not shameless self-promotion. If somebody else brings it up, I would do it anyway, but I appreciate it, Scarlett. Just trying to force more people to come to book club.
Force, you say?
Gently encourage.
A little aggressive of you. Yep, some angry abomination out there.
You fought a set of resistance bands back in 2021. Do we think that you have used them? Heck no. Well, the thought that counts.
It's true. Hey,
Hey.
get your own connector. It's mine.
No. Nope.
Stealing my stuff. Have you noticed
It's our
this?
stuff.
Have you noticed this particular thruster is not working?
Which one?
Oh, it's because the conveyor behind it is broken. Let me fix. Can I get in there?
Great.
Yes. Fixed it?
Or maybe the animation is just broken?
No, it's still broken. I fixed the conveyor block behind it, but I bet you the conveyor block behind that is still broken.
Probably. Rule number 1 of book club was not to talk about book club.
It's true.
Well, then you gotta attend book club to find out.
Okay, problem.
What?
You see this here? This block that you put in?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see this block?
Which one?
This one?
One right here?
Yeah.
Or heavy
How
armor
are these
slope?
blocks going to line up?
I don't know. They're not. I was following the line that you created on the side here. But if that's incorrect,
Well,
If
we can
that's
do
incorrect,
what we
how
can
do you
do.
want to sort it?
We can fix it by putting a full heavy armor block line along here, and then we can slope down after that.
That was the case you'd be a Calvin Klein model, Choso. Like, if I only just picked up the resistance bands.
Yes, that would be it. Just holding them in your hand.
Yeah, you're resisting using them. Exactly.
There.
Oh, right. There we go, Mr. Tin Man. You're keeping the secrets of book club alive. Be here all week, Calgar.
There you go.
Is
Fixed
that
it.
better?
Fixed it. It's even minorly greebled.
It is minorly greebled. All right.
Yep. Do you need
Steel.
this fix? Oh, this is just deformed.
Steel.
Cool. Okay. Okay, those are done. Those are still working. That plate's there. That's great.
Around connectors that are going to have a ship thruster, you like to use blast door, Luke? I suppose that could work.
I think we'll have to move these Atlas turrets because of your block scheme.
Yeah?
Yep. It's fine. We can do that. That is fine. We can make that happen.
That is fine. My slapdash repairs that we actually have time to improve.
Yep. We have time. I mean, we realistically have time to improve them because we are holding off on going to the uranium so that we don't get blown up in between now and then.
It is a prestigious group that everybody is welcome to. You gonna join us the next time, Mr. Tin Man?
Let's see if I can fix these.
Or else they will read at you aggressively.
I mean, trust me, I live with one of them. There's a lot of aggressive reading.
A lot of aggressive reading.
It's not particularly fast, mind you.
I'm a pretty slow reader.
Yeah. A little,
Well, Final likes to say that his reading is far superior, but the entire time that we've known each other, have you read maybe one book?
I mean, maybe one.
Maybe one book?
Maybe one.
In 7 years?
Something like that. I can't confirm or deny, to be honest. Where is... No.
It has to be a secret. You'll just have to join us to find out.
Will that work there? Will that work there?
Oh! What was that?
Another Reaver. Oh, no, an Abomination.
Huh.
Oh, that's fun. Okay.
Super fun.
Noticing a few other
Get the
blocks in here.
Greebles going.
That one? I think that's the one I want.
Reaver Impaler and an Invader.
That's fun. You not excited about that?
I just love it.
Yeah, there's a rock there. I was thinking about greebling up some more armor around the thruster packs again. Not too... Well, I should. I should still do it. In case they get hit again, which I think
You're
they
a
will.
variable speed reader, Chozo? Tend to read faster the more interested in a book you are? Oh, absolutely. Gotta speed through then.
Feeling this
I'll
is
have to wait
broken,
and
too.
see if you show up or not. Alright, Mr. Tin Man. No worries. It's also to say you don't have to have read the book to show up to book club. We're real chill.
I thought you were changing that requirement.
No. Never been a requirement to finish the book.
Oh, I see. Okay. So you're letting people cheat.
Well, you're going to have no idea what we're talking about, but you're welcome to show up.
Okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the door?
Where's the door? Are you lost?
There it is. Found it. Let me put some lights on this thing.
Little yo-yo.
Yeah,
I could tell it was happening because my computer started to make some noise.
Yeah, there's some combat going on out there. And I think that's what is causing the yo-yoing.
Yeah.
Okay, where are the damaged conveyors? Where are they? Speaking of charging, though,
That's true. This is dumber. Even Final could join. He'll never read the books.
yeah, I don't think you want me doing that.
It's like we could pick sci-fi books. We have some sci-fi books. It's a real mix of genres.
Yeah, but I even buy you science fiction or fantasy books and you don't read them, so.
I have read some of them.
You see my point?
Actually, half, because you bought me 2, so I read one of them.
Yeah, that's my point.
I've read a whole bunch of the books on the shelf, too.
Have you?
Yeah.
Which of those books have you read?
I'm not going to remember now.
Yeah, see my point? Obviously weren't important. I know how to play this game.
Yeah?
Okay. Where are the freaking broken conveyors?
You enjoyed the last one you listened to, Charlotte? Wasn't something you normally pick up? That's what I like about book clubs. For this one, I tried to pick a variety of genres. So, like, there's one that's, like, fantasy. There's one that's sort of sci-fi. There's some fiction. The group seems to really like nonfiction, so I've picked more nonfiction. But it switches around all the time.
There is...
I mean, I think it would be fun if Final read the book, but he won't.
No, I won't. There... Not that conveyor that's broken, so it must be... I can't remember which conveyor is where.
Your favorite genre too, alongside fantasy?
Your inventory is full.
Yeah, it seems that
Aha!
science fiction and fantasy books are very popular with most of the group in the Discord. But of the people who come to the book club, a lot of them are interested in nonfiction. So I cater to the folks who are most interested in attending.
Yes. We're all sufficiently disappointed, so.
It is. I agree, Mr. Tinman. It's interesting to hear how other people interpret the stories.
That's fixed. That's fixed.
Yeah. I have. Every year I set myself a goal of reading 40 books. Last year I think I got to 38. So that's not bad.
How's your video game goal coming?
Final has decided that I should make that a video game goal instead and try to play 40 video games.
I'm saying that you should have a video game goal as well.
As well.
Alright, I'm going to do this. It's fixed. That's all fixed. Why?
Okay.
This
These are nicely
conveyor.
covered.
Your inventory is full. Your inventory is
Oh yeah,
full.
how to lose the time
Do you
war.
need
That
me to
was
say
a good
that
one.
1,000 times, or are you going to do something about it?
These sort of like newer sci-fi authors. I find it super interesting. Mercedes Lackey. I've heard the name.
Mercedes Lackey is.
I've heard the name, but I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know if I've read any of their.
No, she hasn't. She hasn't read any of them.
I know of the name though.
What's that? Plate up?
But perhaps that's something we can put on the list. This year I tried creating the book club list ahead of time. So normally we just like picked as we went, but this year I set the full list for the year so people can read ahead if they want to.
Uh-huh.
So we'll see at the end of the year how everybody liked that. We're doing some experiments.
Some experimentation.
Yeah. Changing it up. We are at the 4-hour mark.
We are.
It is probably time to put the tools down.
Oh no. Again?
Again, just as we started making progress. But this is good. It's looking more fixed.
It is.
The engines are still on
Yeah,
fire.
Everything's still on fire. Have to fix the. Yes, we'll have to test all of the thrusters.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure some of them are working when they
Oh, no.
should be.
Calgar. That's good to know, Chozo. Thank you. I've written down Mercedes Lackey, so I will look into.
That's not getting any thrust. Uh-oh.
Progress was made? I mean, it feels like we made some progress. We are no longer in a huge power problem.
That's getting hydrogen. But why is... Well then. We did solve our power problem.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, actually. I bet you we're out of uranium already.
Yes, appreciate the recommendation, Chozo.
Oh, we have 100 ingots in each reactor and 100 more in cargo, but there's no more raw ore.
Ah, okay.
So
That would be final making progress. What did I contribute? Oof. Well, we know that I don't really contribute, Tilo. Some days I am helpful. Some days I read trivia questions.
Most days you read trivia questions. Solved part 1 of this problem this time, and hopefully our new locale will help even more if we survive the trip. If you like that, make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you here next time.